Oh, God. Some say the scariest thing isn't Halloween. It's the fact that Polyester Blend keeps going every week, 8 o'clock on Mondays. Some say it's the most demonic thing. Others say it sucks. Both of those would say, actually, both of those came from Todd Weiler. People, it's a very spooky edition of the Polyester Blend Live. I'm Ryan Schlegel. I'm your host. I am. Oh. Shit, I blew it. I don't know if it'll fit on top of it. I'm Ryan Schlegel, your host. Yeehaw! And, and across the valley, he was the reason it didn't work well last week. Clayton Scrivener, are you with me?
I am. I'm here. Don't even ask me what I
am. You are...
I'm actually the guy in Walmart that doesn't understand how COVID works. Literally have
oh my God.
Mouth is the only part that stuff can come out.
Is the 6 holes. We are getting older. That is a man who's like, I gotta do this shit again. All right, fine.
I know.
Sorry,
actually, this is a protest costume. Protesting that Halloween lasts way too long.
Yes, agreed. But we've never done it. This is our first ever Halloween show. I used to love Halloween specials as a kid, and one kid who's never grown up, still mental capacity of a child. That's okay. We love him. He's in San Diego. He loves Halloween. Our Ed McMahon, Ryan Bradford, are you with me?
I'm here. What's Halloween? What are we doing? Why are we all dressed up? This is really fun.
This is fun. We're putting on goofy costumes. We've just entered the media stream, reinforcing that Halloween's a thing by talking about it, doing stuff about it. Frankly, all right, this my giant
I just realized I can't drink in this costume. It's really problematic.
Ditch the costume.
Put a straw in one of those holes.
That's true. Just put a goddamn straw. You don't need anything else in this
6
life.
straws.
Put a straw in this life. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be here with all of you. With Seamus, Bradford, you experienced this when we did Tribe of Ryans last week. We did Tribe of Ryans. It was just me and Ryan last week doing the show, holding down the fort, as they say. And some would say we didn't hold down the fort because we had some snafus.
It was a spooky night.
I
didn't watch it.
Oh, last week was scary, Clay, because Ryan and I, we were all ready. We were like, we're going to make sure the brand keeps going. We're going to make sure this thing is fantastic, that we're doing a great job. And Papa Clay is going to be so proud of us. Papa Clay is going to be very proud of us. But we ran into some snafus. One, I did an update on my computer, which was a horrible idea because it just basically destroyed everything. We went out without audio for the first time in months. Then I had severe lag, like bad lag, which might even be still happening right now. I don't know. We're not entirely sure.
After you eat a lot of bad Mexican food and you get bad lag.
Yeah.
We experienced.
It was a disgusting display of ineptitude on my part by updating, and then we had bad. It was just bad. Everything was bad. But that's all right. We made it work. We made it happen.
Did Ryan win the Utah County quiz?
We did not do it because it's between you two. I'm not gonna. Whoa! Pence's fly is walking across my screen right now. This is unbelievable.
I'm at the battleground stage.
I don't want to. If there's women flying, get away from me. But I deemed it as it was going on. Clay, it was bad. Like there was like a whole, I think, 40 minutes where I was trying to plug in, take out the internet wasn't working. I was trying to like fix that. And I started coining this, and you can see it on your screen. We started coining it this. Clay, was the curse of the Claybino.
Claybino, yeah.
Yeah, we had the curse of the Claybino was going on. It was because you left.
Spooky font.
I know. I typed in horror font and I got it. Yeah, Clay. I deemed it that you left and you're like, oh, I'll show them. They think they can do it without me. I'll curse them. Curse of the Claybino.
Awesome.
So you.
Ryan, you don't have our You Shop Bros from last week really available, do you?
When we get to it, I will. Should we do it now, or do you want to do it? I was going to show them later.
We can wait.
We'll show the shops we did without Clay, because we certainly did shops without you, my friend. We have
fine.
to. We had to prove you shop.
I barely shop, so.
Well,
did you? I just heard. The only feedback I heard is that there was a lack of insight in the program that was really missing.
Well, despite all the snafus, we really learned who the real fans of PBL are.
That's true.
They stuck around. Like, people stuck around.
They really did.
Not everybody.
Gurky tried to take over.
Ones that.
Yeah.
Gurky tried to take over the show.
To throw a coup.
Yeah, Gurky saw the power vacuum, and in the chat he's like, "Who wants to get a poker game going?" So we had Gurky dealing with that, and then also Clay. I realized that we never formally figured out how we were going to do the Facebook element. So anybody who normally watches our show on Monday, they were kind of SOL as the kids say. I think on TikTok, that's a popular meme going around. They say SOL.
You missed out on the 5 viewers that we have on Facebook. So.
Well, we're always exploding in the charts, you know that. But anyway, Curse of the Clambino. I always wanted to say that. Claybino. Don't forget about that, Clay. You were your presence was felt.
I don't have any digital vacations planned for quite a long time, so.
Thank God. We need you
my
here.
face is starting to fall asleep.
Take off your costume. You don't need it. It's not even a real costume. Oh, that is freaky, though. Look how I love that you went down. I love that you went down with the mask. That was the move to take it off. Let me take off this mask by going below my whole body. It's disgusting. Very exciting stuff here. I'm so glad we're about to embark on our first ever Halloween special. Bradford, I know that we talked about doing a Halloween in the summer, but then it just turned out the pandemic continues and the show continues, and we just actually... Could you perceive this when this all started, Bradford, and when you joined the ragamuffins, the polyester blend?
I had no idea.
Like we would be here.
And that was during the first days of the pandemic when everything just seemed like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
And just the options seemed endless creatively. And I was like, what if we did a Halloween show in July?
Yeah.
And now, looking back, feels a little silly,
but here we are.
And we
actually
are.
Also, you said that the people are like the creativity is endless, and then you watch the show and you're like, no, there's a peak.
No,
or there's
definitely
a ceiling.
Limits to creativity.
You come up with 3 solid bits, 3 segments, and you just run them into the ground every week. Yep. That's what you do. I'm so glad to do this. I mean, this is fun. I mean, I got to put a little costume. I put a cow mask on the autonomy boy that I always have behind my shoulder. He's in the spirit.
It's a really creepy mask.
Yeah, he's right behind me, staring at me.
What are you, Schleg?
Oh, I'm a cowboy.
Costume?
He's a cowboy, maybe.
Didn't you see my big fun hat?
You look like an oil tycoon.
I am! Yee-hoo! That's not the sound effect I wanted. That's a good... I need an oil tycoon noise.
You struck oil, but you're not happy with Biden.
Yeah. I ate that Biden. Trump's my man. He'll oil... I can't... They don't fit over my head.
Oh, share me
Oh, mercy. It's hot back here.
I'd like to see like the dude from There Will Be Blood. Would destroy you.
I know. Just come in and take me down. Just
drink your milkshake.
I drink your milkshake. Remember when that was a fun thing to say? We bring it back. We don't let old pop culture things go away. That's why we say Borat stuff all the time, which we just came around to.
Borat's funny again.
I know Borat's funny again. We'll talk about it. That's a Limp Bizkit crew if I've ever heard one. I'm so glad everyone's here tonight. So glad I hope you're all cozy in this freezing. I got a space heater right here, a brand new one from Costco, Pauline Schlegel. I know she's watching. She recommended it. It's a hell of a purchase, $46. You get it delivered right to your door. I work for Costco now, and it's one of the greatest. But freezing in Schludio B, but we are less than a month away from the Schledio coming into full effect, so I can't wait till this. Yeah.
You're allowed to go back inside?
No, the Schledio, dude, the new structure with all the money we've made from the show. I put that into my coffers to invest in the show. That's why I talked to the fine people at Tough Shed, who are going to be building me a custom-made Schledio out in the backyard.
The sponsor of the week?
No, we have a different sponsor of the week. We will get to that. We have so much to get to. Let's get to the first thing. It's time.
Oh, Order!
I should have edited this video where I put I should have put a costume over John Bearcow when he does this. Order, everybody. Order. It's time for Point of Order. Point of Order. We go over some local things. We had a lot. We missed out on a bunch last week, Clay, because we couldn't really get to it. It's all those technical, the curse of the Claybino.
Yes.
But we got plenty this week. First thing I wanted to start off with is this, Clay. I've been going to this significant amount. It's the if you just type in your state and COVID cases, the fine people at Google News have put this together. But I wanted to show the map because here's Utah at 19,000 total cases right now. Okay, Oda. You just go to the surrounding states. Nevada, a significantly higher population, 9,000. You go to Colorado, significantly higher population, 16,000. Idaho, well, they're kind of sticking with it with Arizona. They're doing pretty bad. Wyoming's doing pretty bad. Arizona, you know what they're doing down there. Just flying Trump flags all day long. 12,000 cases, and the fine people of New Mexico at 8,000. But in the heart of the middle of the West here, our good old state, 19,000 cases.
We're rocking a polka dot look there.
Yeah, I know, boom, 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 boom. Purple, just disgusting, sick everywhere. Just the entire state is sick.
When we first started this journey on the USS pandemic, I made some bold predictions that are not coming true.
What were those?
I just thought, well,
you thought that people were better than they are?
I thought that we had a rule-following culture here that if certain institutions in the state went along with some recommendations that many people would follow, but I'm wrong. I turned out wrong.
Yeah, this is what I say to that. Very scary.
Your joke of the week.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is that we're all going to. So we just have to deal with it. I agree, Clay, but the church never seemed to be very on top of this whole situation, nor did the governor, which some could say is a de facto leader of.
Yeah.
They
did say wear a mask, but.
Well, I know, but how long? I mean, that message, it just was so weak. I mean, they should have been. Why weren't they pound this into the ground? I mean, I don't know what's going on. It's weird because the church. I mean, again, plenty of things, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, isn't it about taking care of each other? What are we doing here? Just wear a mask.
Over under on how many coronavirus costumes you'll see in the next week.
Oh God! Well, who's gonna come by? Who am I gonna see? You know what I mean?
I don't know. The people that would be trick-or-treating.
Oh, I see. That was going to be another thing I wanted.
There's a bunch of coronaviruses walking around knocking on doors.
I was going to say one of the things we should have done tonight was a segment on the best ways to cause people to go away from your house, to deflect, to divert. What could you put up on your porch? Just people talk about just sitting on your porch coughing until people go away. I mean, are you gonna all we usually put some cute Halloween decorations up. We have 2 skeletons and then 2 cat skeletons reflecting who lives in this house. But we didn't even put
those. You got those 12-foot skeletons going on?
No, but there's somebody who has a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man down the street, and I cry every time I go by, and I'm so happy. But
I'm keeping the skeletons in the closet this year.
Oh,
hey,
just like the Trump administration, am I right? Hello.
Oh.
I'm not even messing with any gourds, man.
I know.
I'll let my son carve one, but I don't think we're gonna put it out.
I know you don't want to attract anyone. You don't want to say yeah, come this way. I've seen the cleverness. I see what's going out here. But guess what, everybody? Your kids don't get candy from me because you didn't do everything correctly. Okay, that's a punishment. Maybe finally you'll take this seriously. But with this, I don't know if you saw this tweet, Brian Sheeny, who's a local guy. But
12,
you know how sad it gets. How sad it gets when the people who've been dealing with this pandemic the entire time, all the medical workers, have to do a press conference where they basically have to plead and explain to the fine people of Utah what the problem is.
COVID has consumed my life since February, and it has terrified me.
I saw the nurses who have been doing additional shifts to open an additional ICU for the last 5 months. And I said, how are you guys doing? And they said, we are exhausted.
This isn't sustainable, and we're exhausted.
I mean, what else do we, please watch the rest of this. It's on Bright. But I mean, what else do we have to, what else do they have to do? I've seen crying so many of the doctors out there, especially during the when they do the Herbert, even though he's a huge part of this whole problem, but all these people seeing it firsthand who aren't getting the president's treatment, and this is where we're at. So I don't know. Somber. You know what's truly scary on a Halloween week is the response in Utah. So Utah. Thoughts on that, Clay?
I just, I don't know. Like, do you just say we don't trust doctors? Like, what? I don't know what the anti-coronavirus people won't listen to epidemiologists. So why are they going to listen to a nurse? Why are they going to listen to a doctor?
In the inconvenience, I hate that where it's like, oh, I'm so inconvenienced. Like, yeah. It's a pandemic. It sucks. What do you want? Very upsetting. Anyway, what Bradford? How's it going in California, buddy?
Oh my God! I just completed a week of election site manager training, and there was a woman, older, very very nice lady. She came up to me, and we're not supposed to be talking about politics during all this training.
Sure.
She was like, we were just talking about how insane the voter turnout already is. Like apparently 1/3 of all registered voters in San Diego have already voted, and then she was like, yeah, this election is crazy because it's going to be socialism versus freedom. And I was like, okay, all right. And then she started complaining about how Governor Newsom has bungled the coronavirus response. And then she cited all these other states like Alabama and Florida, which have already opened.
Oh, yeah.
Getting their economies back together. I just kind of like went back to how cool voting is. I just steered that conversation back to like democracy is cool. Didn't want to say that all these states that she was citing are experiencing severe spikes.
Yeah, I mean,
like the rest of the country.
Look at Florida. I mean, Florida just got swirlied in high school because it's a little teenage pimple face. I mean, look what's going on over here. You got zits all over the place. 44,000 cases. By the way, I just accidentally saw this. Bermuda. We got to get going there, guys. We're talking 6 cases. We got to get out to Bermuda.
Just think of how low the cases are in Kokomo.
I know. Very low. But a severe Mike Love population, which is worse than COVID. So
and those are, you remember those are only current cases.
Right. Right. And those who are getting tested.
110,000 people have gotten in Utah.
Jesus Christ.
When you consider there's only 2.8 million people in the state.
That's right. One of the things I was going to have, Clay, was the New York Times article talking about the exact same thing. Half of city proper, Salt Lake City, Utah, would have had COVID. Half of the city of Salt Lake.
And then if you've read the article about people refusing to be tested, I think the actual number is quite higher.
I agree. That article, we tackled that because that's what we do on Polyester Blend, tackled the tough subjects. We talked about that the other week. Anyway, all very sad and disgusting and way more.
This is a great comedy show. And
way scarier than actual Halloween. But also, speaking of a little bit of a bright side this week.
Oh my God.
That's why we didn't induct him into the total piece of shit Hall of Fame. But Bob Murray passes away. Bob Marley.
Bob Marley's dead?
When I saw this on Twitter yesterday, I for a second thought Bill Murray was dead, and I was very, very...
Oh, that would have been sad. Yeah. No, this is, in fact, someone who, after a lack of safety protocols, caused a collapsed mine in almost central Utah, near the energy loop, actually. When that happened, killing 23, I believe, miners. Bob said it wasn't his fault. It was his mine. It was definitely his fault. And
it wasn't 23. I think it was.
Or how many was it? Well, Gerke put up.
It was around 10.
Sorry, but 10. But there were some. But anyway, so Gerke puts up this tweet, which I'm so glad after the passing, because this sums it up. Like, okay, again, I'm one of those people. It's hard to want death on people and all that. Of course, I'm not. But at the same time, he's responsible for these deaths. These are the miners who died in central Utah, and Gerke points them out. Just to point out,
I feel uncomfortable piling on to people when they die.
Right.
This one, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself the day off from that rule.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you remember, I don't know how old you guys were during that disaster. It was like 14 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was 12, so I don't remember it.
I don't know. I was, whatever. I was like 30. He not only did he fuck it up, but he also came to the state and trumped out on the press conferences to an embarrassing level, trying to save face and say that he's running this rescue at the same time. And then if you remember, he organized he sent more guys into the mine that eventually died.
Jesus God.
There was a double disaster, let's remember. So it was really kind of messed up, and then he continued on.
Yeah. Big Trump guy.
Things around coal.
Yeah, big Trump guy, big fighting to continue coal and continue mining and not take away the safety regulations. And then I don't even remember recently. I guess he died of black lung, but he himself who fought against giving out money to those who had black lung, his employees. Yeah. He himself filed to get health insurance because of it.
That's really next level.
Yeah, it's just diabolical and just so long, my friend. So long, not a friend of mine. So long. But in breaking news, this happened just before the show. Clay texted over to me, and it totally qualifies as breaking news here on the Polyester Blend. The Salt Lake Tribune, who we get most of that's why we usually highlight their articles when we do Point of Order. Salt Lake Tribune will move to a weekly print edition in 2021, ending more than 100 years of a daily print. It is now moving to a weekend print, and then, of course, online throughout the week. Clayton, thoughts?
Not surprising.
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My
yes.
Internet's being weird.
Yeah.
Not surprising. I think, I don't know, Gerke tweeted about it several months ago that he thought when the editor switched over that this is probably the next big move.
Yeah.
And he was right. I mean, is it feasible to pay people to deliver a piece of paper to your door daily?
Right.
That is dwindling and becoming more and more of a loss. And I don't think it's ever coming back.
Right.
So,
well,
the interesting thing will be obviously the online is successful. Can its popular website, can it sustain 65 employees? And then also, will that weekly publication will be very interesting to see how that fares.
Yeah.
Is this the first daily to do that? Do you guys know?
I mean, there's been many dailies that have completely collapsed. It was the first, to my knowledge, it was the first daily to go to a nonprofit model.
Yeah,
with a board of directors and a 501(c). But, which is astounding that, I mean, it's like, so they gotta hand it to them. They're trying to innovate to survive. Many dailies have not survived.
Yeah, and only if we knew somebody who we could bring on the show to discuss this with. I don't know why we. But
he's probably playing poker.
Who wants to play? I wonder he wants to play poker all the time. He's trying to get some extra action. Hey, but
his side bet and his main bet.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Senator Todd Wheeler.
Wow. For another day, my friend. For another day. We'll see. That would be too scary for this. We want a scary edition of Polyester Blend this week, but that'd be a little too scary if our friend Todd showed up.
I think we should start during the legislative session, start a weekly legislative update with Todd.
Yes! Oh, my God. Clay. That's a brilliant idea. We'll get back to this. See, you're the... Clayton, Mr. Insightful Scrivener. I mean, that's what the people have been saying about you.
We had no good ideas last week. It was just negative ideas.
Oh, my God. Last week, Clay, let me just show you what last week's show was. Ryan, it's just me and Ryan, and we're just going.
Just complete silence.
So, let's go live to Jeremy. Jeremy, are you with us?
You didn't know I was the glue, man.
Yeah, I just put, exactly. Curse. Hey, like we've said it, the theme of tonight, not only the Halloween, but also the curse of the Claybino, the curse of the Claybino. I think it's, whatever you have to do. I mean, this is the modern, what are we supposed to do? The Tribune is very important to me. I read it every day, multiple times on the website, though. I haven't had a print copy in more than 14, 15 years. I mean, Clay,
I think there was a short time, Ryan, when me and you lived together that we got a subscription to this.
Yeah, because we were like at the
Tribune.
Yeah, we were at the grocery store and they were doing that sign up thing, and you and I were like, okay, let's do it.
I mean, it was really cheap, and if you had some time, you could share. It's cool to chill at the coffee table and read, but in the days of everyone plugged in, who's got time for that?
Well,
I will say, the Trib is important to you. The Trib is super important to this state,
absolutely,
and this market because it is not owned by a church. Not that a church shouldn't own a paper or whatever. The Deseret News is evil. I don't think it is, but it makes it super important that we have an independent newspaper, and so them doing anything they can to survive, I appreciate it.
Right.
It's super sad though. It's not like we can't be sad that the paper's going away.
Yeah, and there's such a nostalgic element. I mean, I loved holding everyone loved growing up getting a paper, reading the Sunday funnies. I mean, look at Ryan, look where he's at today. He owes his entire career to a Sunday
My
funnies.
career, if it wasn't for the Sunday, but I get those online. I get those for the online print. Online edition.
It molded you into the man who would bring that segment to this show. And then, on a personal note, it was very important to me. The paper was always instilled to be very important to me, even though I don't know if he was really that political about things. But my dad really helped get over his dyslexia by reading the paper every day when he was young. As he read the paper every day, and he continued every day. My dad would read the paper top to back, front to back. I know how things work, clearly. Front to back. And it was really important to him, and he always instilled the paper being important to me. So I think, God bless the Trib. I subscribe. If you're some degenerate out there looking for the like Netflix, trying to get the username and password, pay for the Tribune. We need it. Go subscribe to this.
I will say one more thing. The news is no longer a daily enterprise anymore. It's a 24-hour news process. And so basically, concentrating on being a 24-hour news source will probably allow it to compete with the, KSLs of the world and all that stuff.
Right.
Not having taken that print off the plate.
Yep. I agree, because I treat it like that now, Clay. I mean, I'm not joking. Like, I check Twitter, I check the Trib. Yeah. I check Twitter, I check Twitter.
The Trib 25, 30 times a day.
Absolutely. I just constantly refreshing it. And so anyway, we love the Trib. We love all those involved. Except one guy, when he wins at poker once in a while, he's kind of a degenerate. Maybe ditch that guy. Probably don't need him. Cut him loose. But also, breaking news. This is another breaking news. 2 breaking news is in the same show. We have confirmation. Did you see this, Clay? It is official, my friend. It is official. Amy Coney Barrett sworn in as Supreme Court Justice just mere minutes ago before we went live. She is officially replacing Ruth.
Is that a surprise to anybody, though?
No,
not at all.
But it does. We did this a while ago. Ryan, you know how to do this segment. Clay didn't quite figure it out last time. Ryan, it's time to go to our hit segment.
Oh, yeah.
Polyester Blend presents Fuck.
Wow, I've never heard of that's the fuck segment.
Wait, is swear jar still in effect in this segment?
Fuck no.
Can I just say a couple things about Amy Coney Barrett?
Wait, Clay, we're not done with the segment. Clay, we're not done with the segment, man. Hold on.
How many fucks do I have?
Hold on one second. Just hold on. Fuck. All right, we can go back to the. Go ahead. Fuck. All right, yeah. What do you have to say, Clay?
Oh, to me, it signals that they think Trump is completely done. That they had to do it before the election.
Yes.
They think he's toast.
I agree.
So they had to do it before. They didn't want to do it lame duck, but I think, the jury's out. She seems really, really legit, like scary conservative.
Oh yeah.
But it's interesting to see how judges behave once they're sworn into the court.
Once they put on those robes, I've heard that.
Right.
So once they put on those robes, just like
moderate.
But Clay, remember what they said when Trump? Just wait till he takes that office and he feels the weight of that position. And then he gets interviewed by 60 Minutes and walks off like a little baby. That is Polyester Blend presents Order to everything. Order to all of you. Order. And thank you for being here on this spooky edition of Polyester Blend.
Democracy is crumbling.
We might not have a country in 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's talk about November 3rd.
November 3rd, vote. I already did it. Done. That's the kind of American I am. All right, everybody. It is 8:30. We have another hour and a half of the official Polyester Blend. After that, the Limp Bizkit crew. Maybe not Halloween edition, kind of just hanging out edition. The only after show that takes place during the show it's talking about. Limp Bizkit crew coming up later on. Jeremy Matthews, if you're listening, I got to send you the Zoom after this. Should we do, I don't know what, Clay, what do you feel like? We got 3 options. You know what they are, Clay. What do you want to do after the break?
I always prefer shop.
Let's do shop.
And
okay.
Shop cartoons. Sorry, cartoons.
Come on, Clay.
The man is an adult, damn
Special
it.
Comics Corner, a little dignity, right?
Special cartoon time. And then,
Yeah, we're gonna bring the
quiz
king
towards the end.
We're gonna bring the king of cartoons on. He's gonna show a cartoon here, just like Pee Wee Herman. Okay, Jeremy, you will be judging. He's the judge. He's the chat master. If you're not in tip-top order on the chat on YouTube, he will be slapping you down. Okay, making sure you're in good business. We're gonna play 3 songs, all songs tonight. Halloween. If you have any suggestions you want to jump on the Zoom later on, we will have it. Yeah.
Are you going to do our sponsor of the week?
Oh, sorry. Really quickly. Yes. Our spot. We do have a sponsor of the week. We usually do not. The sponsor of the week this week, Brian Head Welch. Brian Head Welch from the band Korn. Just has, I don't know if it's new, Bradford. When did this come out? Do you know?
I believe it's 10 years old.
It is 10 years old, but he's got to get those sales on it up. It is, of course, Brian Head Welch, for the guitar player, for some time left, and then he came back to Korn. Stronger, 40 Days of Metal and Spirituality. I actually have a copy right here.
Oh my God.
Here it is. Brian Head Welch, Stronger. And by the way, Bradford, it is, we looked this up. Bradford sent this to me. He thought I needed some more metal and maybe God in my life.
Did you Amazon bomb him with that?
I don't know how he did exactly, but Bradford, 2 other books. So this is the 3rd in his trilogy.
Yes. Head is a very prolific writer.
Right.
I found that at Goodwill, and I scavenged it like a rabid fox. Like, it's like, nobody's taking this from me. And I was like, Schlegel is gonna love this so much.
Very excited. The opening line in January 2005, I found God. So I'm going to be reading that every time I'm on my way to church, and then leaving church, I will be sure to read that book. Anyway, our sponsor of the week, Brian Head Welch, Stronger. He wasn't that.
Are you ready for God?
All day long, I dream about prayer. Anyway, 3 songs, all about Halloween. My first one, I mean, this band creates, it's one of the best bands of all time. Also, that feeling, that whole mood about it, and the song Dead Souls by Joy Division. 3 songs. We come back. Jeremy, get ready to judge. You shot, bro? You shot, bro? This week's theme, someone dead. That's all. We don't care who. Someone dead. 3 songs.
Very, very brave pick.
Clay, I'm so glad you're back. Thank you for ending the curse of the Claybino. We will be back after 3 songs, all about Halloween. Stay with us. So glad you're here. Whoa! Wait, I don't want that one. I want...
who you use, as long as
Hello, everybody. That is Why Oak doing a version of Danzig's Mother. Creepy, wonderful. I loved it. The third song in a 3-song set by Polyester Blend. Polyester Blend, the best place for the weirdest, funnest place to listen to music, to get some goofs. Ryan Bradford, you pick a solid pick. What do you have to say about it?
Oh, I love that cover. That's one of my favorite covers of all time. I think Jen, I think her name's Jen Waster, singer for Wyoke.
Her name is Wyoke. So I think you're wrong. Her name is Wyoke.
So I think Wyoke sings. She just like she makes covers her own, and you know, I think that's a special kind of talent for a musician to be able to take another song and make it as good, or if not better, than the original.
And also taking on Danzig. How I don't know how open that guy is. I guess he gave her the rights. I don't know, but he doesn't seem like a friendly collaborator or loves. Talk to everybody in the Misfits about that. But yeah, that's a great pick. Great pick. Clay, your pick, an often covered song as well. Spooky, Clay. And we've lost Clay. It's always good to have Clay. Love having Clay.
Curse of the Clay Bino.
Curse of the Clay Bino. There.
Husky Springfield, that is a cover.
Oh, so okay. Is it what's the other band that I like? I have that other version. Let's see. I have the.
There's the Atlanta. Well,
that's that's the one I have.
Yeah, that's the kind of the cheesiest version.
What? How dare you? That's the the yacht rock version.
The original hit version was by a band called Classics 4. That was the original vocal version, but the original version of that song was an instrumental.
Yeah. Well, this is
jazz.
Oh, really? Here's the corny version. I don't know what's corny about this.
It's like the Southern blue-eyed soul version of the song.
Yeah, absolutely.
I play a lot of dudes, so I figured I'd.
Nice.
Husky Springfield's rad,
see that?
So.
See what Polyester. See white males going out of their way to make sure all of you are happy. No. This is the Schlub crew. This is the Husky boys.
We're good guys.
We're good guys.
Really nice guys.
We're really
nice
guys.
Picks are white dudes. No. But yeah, I think that's just an awesome version of that song and totally a weird song. So
yeah, I love that stuff. So very good. And then I of course played Dead Souls by Joy Division.
great song.
I'm going to use any excuse to play Joy Division. One of the best out there. Speaking of one of the best out there, he is joining us for our segment, our hit segment. You shot, bro? We do not have a theme. We need God damn it! I need to get a theme every week. I'm going to get a theme. I never get a theme. One day we'll get a theme for this. You shot, bro, and You Shot, bro is judged. He is the chat master when he wears one hat. He has a profession that lends himself to knowing the knowledge of Photoshop. That's another hat he wears. And right now he's wearing the hat of judge, but he's also wearing another actual, not figurative hat. Are you with us, Jeremy Matthews?
Hey there. How y'all doing?
Oh, he is, of course, Gandalf from the hit movie Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Is that what you're going to do?
Mixmaster Janine thoughtfully hooked me up with a costume before.
Pretty sweet.
Oh, thank you, Janine. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for putting in the work. She always puts in the work. One of the most unspoken heroes of this show, putting all the good work. Producer Rob barely produces. I don't even know why I give him the title producer. Janine's truly the producer of this show.
Jeremy brings the judgment every week.
Jeremy, are you a big costumes? Are you a big costumes guy? Is there any way to turn up your sweet mic over there, my friend? Is there any way?
I can. How's that?
Oh yeah, now you're coming.
Perfect.
Now you're coming in hot.
Real good.
Clear.
Hadn't heard from Mixmaster Janine yet. Didn't
Also,
know what to do with the audio level.
She's not only a producer; she's the audio technician on this show. She's basically doing everything. Are you a costume man in general? Are you into costumes?
I wouldn't say I'm like a cosplay guy or anything.
What?
I enjoy putting together the occasional fun Halloween costume.
Riveting
the best
stuff.
costume we've ever done was probably we did an homage to Don Hertzfeldt's short animation Rejected.
Oh,
And
yes.
I had a giant spoon, and Janine was dressed as a banana.
Dude, that is
Oh,
a deep
hell yeah.
cut.
Either no one knew what the hell was going on, or they're like, "That's the best costume ever."
Yeah, if you know what it is, I mean,
Yeah,
anyway, that's
Halloween is all for that one person to
Yeah.
get that reference.
that's a deep recommend. That's an internal recommend. If you've never seen that, always
was-
watch Rejected.
I think Pier 1 Exports or some.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah, they had. Why they went out of business? They were selling giant fucking spoons.
Giant
I
clocks
wonder
and
why this
giant
place
spoons.
went out of business. I don't like. You've got one. You get one Halloween costume. You just go in there like I'm a giant clock. I'm a giant spoon. I mean, what did they not just merge with Zerkers? Is that what happened? They just became a party store. They're only
The
open
problem with
around
Pier 1
Halloween.
Imports is they never realized that they needed to be Pier 1 imports and exports.
Right.
They would have actually made money.
Well, and to be honest, I mean, I'm not. I don't know why.
Pier
we're-
1 jokes.
Yeah, and also, why are we giving them the number one peer? I mean, can we get maybe
Yeah,
peer 300?
Add some
I
more
mean,
peers, maybe.
Yeah, put the lower peer rank. I think peer 1. I mean, that's like what medicine.
You gotta
That's
walk
like
30, you got to walk 38 piers to get some freaking
Oh.
pizza.
Oh shit!
Don't
Pier
even-
49.
Peer
Oh,
49.
there should be a
38
Pier
peers.
49.
Yeah. By the way,
And,
Clay, don't if you want to
Yeah.
badmouth Pier 49, that's going to have to happen somewhere else. These are two former employees of Pier 49 on the
Yeah,
show
this
with
is
you.
a safe.
This is a Pier 49. If you want to, what is it? I can't remember the Ghirardelli out of where the fuck?
the
or
Ghirardelli, you got the Bay Bridge, you got the, the
you want-
49er. Don't talk shit on any of those.
Yeah, man, we'll come for you, dude. We know where you're living, and we will deliver. Will we be there in 30 minutes? More like an hour, but we'll be there.
Yeah,
And
we'll deliver a lukewarm pizza and an ass kicking. all right?
Does a 49er come with like Goldschlager flakes or what? How do you
Gold shot. Yeah, there's a Joe Montana. It's just dough.
Oh, Lord.
Just a toasted dough. Anyway,
You guys were never even in the consideration for who got Michael Jordan 6. So I
oh,
don't even-
that's so true. We should have been there. All right, Jeremy's here to judge. You shot, bro. You shot, bro. Where we go. It's a 3-way battle, like that scene in that one movie with the the Western movie. No one, I can't remember. With the good, bad, and the ugly. All right, and I'll tell you, we all know who's good. We all know who's bad. We all know who's ugly. All right, we'll fill that
I know
in
I
later.
feel
on.
very unconfident
I don't
about
know.
mine
I
this
don't know
week.
about this.
I don't know. Okay, but we brought this up earlier, Clay. We want to show you. You weren't here last week, but we did go ahead and do a You Shot Bro. This was Ryan's entry. We did. What is Clay do? What's Clay doing out there?
You guys suck.
So Bradford.
Wait, what was the prompt? It was, Clay on the river.
Yeah, Clay on the river.
I like keep calm and
And-
play poker. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that Bradford's theory was that you were just up at your cabin in your hot tub using VR.
God.
Using
you've
VR.
Wish there was a
actually-
hot tub up there.
You've actually never been on the river, and this is
Yeah.
your jacuzzi tub in your cabin. And you also, if you see on the left side, you have the insight
Yeah, see the
poster.
Like one of those motivational posters from
Yeah, yeah.
Office? Okay.
yeah.
And so you're wearing the VR goggles, and somebody is probably telling you how insightful you are. And also, you like poker, so I figured
Yeah.
you probably have a poster.
I like my body there. You got
the cool necklace. You got a really cool necklace on.
I
And that-
wish I had a hot tub in my cabin. No.
I don't know if you're supposed to put bubble bath in the hot tub, though. By the way, maybe that's just a regular. You got to be careful with that. And then, of course,
Good effect.
we both went with the.
It's like a companion piece from Schlegel. It's like what you're seeing in
Yes.
the VR.
Oh my God! That's such a good point, Jeremy. So that exactly like Jeremy said,
That's
this
why
was.
I'm the judge.
This is you're the judge. So there's you, Clay. You thought you would give a lecture on how to do You Shot Bro. So you put your first winning entry. Do you have?
That's a good one,
But
man.
I have to poop on an easel, and you're about to go into a class 4 rapid. You don't seem that. Everyone's
monstrous. Oh my God.
everyone's holding on for your dear life, and you're showing.
I've got my easel up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're giving a Photoshop lesson.
You give it, and then
On
also, I don't know if you see this in the background, but do you see what you're holding there? Because you're like, this is how you make a great. This is how you make a great You Shot Bro. But then you always making this up, so I had to put it in there. This is your. You also say here's your. You also have to give Jeremy Matthews a check, which is your own
My bribery money.
Your bribe. You see in the memo, You Shot Bro bribe, and then you sign your name Clay Scriv. $13.
Oh my God, an official Dave.
Yep,
check.
and the Dave on
Amazing.
Hulu.
Did you do that?
Yes,
You
dude.
shot that?
I
That's
shot, bro.
amazing.
I shot, bro. So there you go. There you go. That was.
So who won?
I don't. Did I win? Oh, come on.
It was a tie.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was a tie.
The tribe of Ryans. won
That's right.
collectively.
That's right. I want to get the tribe of Ryans. Is what we called our show. What we call ourselves when you're not here, Clay. The tribe of Ryans.
Let's not do that again.
RYAENS, tribe of Ryans. Anyway, this week we are doing dead people. Anybody who's dead is fair game for this. Clay, you get a call. You were gone last week. You're back. Do you want to go first? Who do you want to call out?
I think it's cursed to go first. So
not unlike the curse of the Claymino. Curse of the Claymino.
So I wish I could put both of you first for doing Clayton shops while I was gone. But let's go with Bradford first.
Okay. All right. Bradford, do you want to set it up or are you ready to go?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Just if you want to bring it up.
This again, remember it's dead people. Any dead person is eligible. What do we have here?
Oh my god.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Clayton's favorite band, Stone Temple Pilots, as referenced a few weeks ago. This is what they would. I believe this is how they are touring these days. I don't know if they're still touring.
Wait, Chester Pennington? He was in
COVID times. Yeah.
Dude, he joined. He joined.
Oh, he joined. I didn't know. I didn't follow them, very closely.
He was the singer after Scott Weiland.
Oh,
he obviously
really?
gets a little. Yeah, maybe he's a little further back on the stage because he was not the original singer, but so yeah, it's the band's playing around.
This is pretty twisted, man.
I love it. I'm a big fan. The microphones.
How'd you get the STPs to look so much like they were chiseled into the rock? That's high quality.
You shot, bro. I mean,
you're not.
So Adobe held their annual conference last week, Adobe Max.
Jeremy, why you're saying this like the You Shop Bros don't know about this? I mean,
I'm saying
I don't know.
Clearly, you guys were watching, taking notes.
So true.
And it was the first time they did it online, and it was free. And so graphic designers can write off a trip to Los Angeles and get high.
And
do they have an Adobe minimum conference? I could use probably that.
Yeah. Do they have
what's more like? Can we get Adobe to sponsor You Shop?
I know we should
or
get
is it more likely they would sue us for using?
Yeah, they're probably too busy sponsoring that dumb Silicon Slopes YouTube channel that gets every major guest in Utah where we get the best guests. I mean, we had Roy Rakonsky. We have the best guests on our show, but they get them all the time. Bradford, by the way, very, very. What's the band? Why am I forgetting all of a sudden? The band in the '80s, the fake band. Oh God, the fake document. What's it?
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap. That they would haul out a platform with tombstones of the two dead former lead singers of the band. I mean, at first I was like, Bradford screwed up. I'm going to get the edge. He put Stone Temple behind. And then I was like, oh, he did even better than I thought. It's a full stage. It's gorgeous. Oh, this is so good. Very, very good. Who do you want to go next, Ryan? Do you want Clay to go next? You want me to go next?
Let's do Uschlag.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Tribe of Ryans.
I cannot believe this. Tribe of Ryans continues. I cannot believe this. I went musician as well. We don't talk about this ahead of time. My thing was, I was like, what's the most ridiculous dead person to come back and watch a biopic about him? So that's why I selected Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison coming back.
Using the Clayton technique of captions to carry the.
I was gonna let it go, but then I was talking to Steph, and we were like, I think he would want to note how good he looks. So the he looks good.
Wait, is he talking into a burger, or is he just eating a burger?
He's definitely. I don't know. I don't know why the TV's behind him as well. It doesn't make a lot of visual sense why
maybe he has a mirror and he likes watching the mirror image of it.
He's by the way,
is there a reason he's winking?
No, that was the funniest fat Jim Morrison photo I could find. Whereas he's just winking.
The final image of Jim Morrison.
And by the way, they're all in black and white. So you are noticing my attempt of colorization.
Oh, shit,
that's my attempt of colorization. Everybody
colored, fancy.
I tried.
This movie came up on my river trip, and there was some discussion of whether Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison is actually cooler than the actual Jim Morrison.
Yes. I'm gonna 100%.
Oh,
I hate
yeah,
regular
really.
Jim Morrison. R.I.P. R.I.P. I mean, Jim Morrison drives me nuts.
I watched that movie pretty recently and realized
Mm-hmm.
just how boring and dumb it is and long. The Doors,
Dude.
it is.
What's it? Kyle, what's his name from Twin Peaks is Ray, what's his name? Ray Mazarek?
That
or whatever.
elevator
Mazarek,
scene,
yeah.
the whole elevator scene plus, and the Andy Warhol stuff is kind of cool.
I was
Oh yeah, Crispin Glover as Andy Warhol, amazing.
Yeah, that's good casting right there. The thing about it, the other day, I watched one of these, I'm all into those watching people discuss movies because I'm kind of a highfalutin intellectual. That's a lot of people think of me that way. And they were talking about The Doors. I think that's why it was on my brain. But Jim Morrison, wow, kind of perfect. Val Kilmer was very much in character the whole time, method style. And it was noted that Val Kilmer had to go to therapy afterwards because he said Jim Morrison just never quite left him. Just kind of always, it changed him forever. And that's why he is the cheeseburger eating, beer sweat. And that's where Jim Morrison would have ended up as. I mean, he never would have updated his TV. He would have had the same stuff he bought from the Doors money, and then he would just sat there trying to schlep poetry. Anyway, that's my me looks good. Jim Morrison dead. Clayton Scribner, that leads you. Do you want to explain it, or do you want to go right into it?
This is really self-explanatory and pretty much vintage Scrivener shopping here.
Well, you give lectures out on the rib. Give lectures out on the rib.
Bring it up. That is the late.
We
Bob
both went with
Brain.
captions. We both went with some
Yes,
captions.
and that is Beelzebub Mephistopheles, Satan himself, saying, "Listen up, guys. This is Bob. He'll be taking over. I'll be off to Florida. Don't call." So the idea is that Satan is retiring and letting Bob take over. Bob comes to hell with a pile of coal.
That photo
I'm
of
worried
him, by
about
the way.
Satan going to Florida right before election.
Oh boy!
It's like the devil went, not devil went down to Georgia, devil went down to Florida and got COVID.
Yeah.
Devil retired to Florida.
Enjoyed voting for a fascist.
I mean, the devil would definitely be in high risk.
And Bob is presiding over his new minions there, the suffering and the bruised and the bashed.
That photo of him where he's trying
at
to
home.
he's trying to lift his panis above his belt line, which I'm a big fan of. Trying to hold that gut up, trying to just give it some extra support.
That's actually him addressing the press during the mining disaster.
Jesus Christ! Puts on his little hat. Puts on his little hat for sympathy.
It was very Trumpian, let me tell you.
God, big Trump guy. Very gross, very funny. Also, is this just that's an epic painting of hell, by the way.
Yeah, I went through a couple versions of hell.
I love it.
Yeah. So.
I would have selected.
Hey, I would maybe hang that on my house, in my house.
Absolutely.
Hang that on your house.
We need to,
Hang it on my house.
What is the is that supposed to be a mountain?
That is a pile of coal that he has brought. He's going to immediately have his minions move the coal around.
He's already got a job for him now.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And he loves it because this workforce can't die like his normal crew.
Yeah, I was going to make a black lung joke too, but I got too wordy.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, very good. Very good.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. All right, this is a tough one. Jeremy, do you need to see him again? 1, 2, 3. Do you need to see him again?
Yeah, maybe let's do a quick recap.
Okay.
I mean, we've got some fine, detail work from Bradford. I don't need to see that one again.
So I always want to watch that one again. This is Ryan's, of course, Stone Temple Pilots. Speaks to me, bud. I was riding my bike around.
Imagine being the band, like the backup band for 2 Tombstones.
I know. Dude, I mean, Stone Temple. Okay, I mean, if we want to talk about Stone Temple Pilots, I'm here all day to talk about it. Let's do it. I was riding my bike around the other day, and of course, the Stone Temple Pilots song came up because I got them. I'm on the regular with having them show up in my mix. And I definitely had that moment where I was probably thinking of Clay or anyone else, and I kind of got mad. I was like, "Who the fuck thinks this band is bad? Who the fuck thinks this band is bad? This is great stuff right here." But as a band that's ridiculed in most of its entire incarnation, to have not one but 2 lead singers die, I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, you think the Claybino curse is bad? The STP curse.
Oh, the curse.
R.I.P. STP.
R.I.P. STP. Ryan, fantastic stuff. This was my entry this week. Of course, Jim Morrison. He looks good. Eating a burger, drinking some beer, watching the Doors. And then
The
yeah.
colorization of his face, like
Dude.
that should not go ignored.
Yeah, but also don't worry, he can take points off because I tried coloring in the eye and then I was like, I can't fucking do it. Fuck this. Fuck. I couldn't get overlay to work and I was like, fuck, I don't shop, bro.
Is the stereo? What is he? Is he listening to the Doors?
No, he's listening. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. He's totally listening to himself. That or audio or recorded tracks of him reading his poetry. Those are the only two options. And then, of course, Clay takes a trip down to hell and takes a look at, and sees Bob Murray, recently R.I.P. Oh, my God.
He's so, like, earnest in it. Like, his hands in front of his belly.
He knows he's guilty.
I'm in hell.
I know what I'm doing.
I've tried to capture the voice of Satan as accurately as possible.
Also, I love the idea that Cole has a soul. Like, Cole has a soul. Cole has a soul. Like, now I wonder everyone's trying to fight for it.
Precursor of the death of Cole, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jeremy, you have a tough decision this week.
Yeah, you guys just love to put me in a difficult position, don't you?
We rely on Gandalf the Wise, Gandalf the Grey, to listen to this week on the Halloween version of this show. Judge Jeremy, you are wise. Go ahead and judge.
I mean, I really like the tombstone details and the RIP STP, but the idea of Jim Morrison, like, congratulating himself on how good Val Kilmer looks playing him is, like, I think that might have to win. Just plus the weird looking head because of the being colored in. And what's the water?
Schlegel's doing the oil tycoon dance.
What's the watermark that you left on this, Schlegel? Did he take off his headphones to dance?
Yes. Is there like a shop, stock shop?
Yeah, there's like what's the stock watermarks going on there, Schlegel?
I tried a little bit of erasing. They're the lightest of the watermarks. Okay, listen. I had a lot of fun. Like, listen. Okay, here, let me show you. Let me show you what I did.
You couldn't find a non-watermarked photo, maybe.
Okay, watch this.
I don't like.
Okay, I searched.
Second straight week, I didn't even make it into your deliberations.
Not even. By the way, when you search "fat guy watching TV,"
yours is great too, Clayton.
Fat guy watching.
Don't need the pity party. You've won plenty of times.
There wasn't a TV in this shot. A lot of them do have watermarks, but not. You can't see. A lot of them don't have the TV involved. So the only one I could find. And then this one, I was like, oh, that could be fun, but you don't get to see his head. So that is why I ended up going with the one I did go with, because you could see the screen on the TV giving the
what
extra.
You could have done is you put a mirror behind them on the wall, and then you Photoshop a TV into the mirror.
This is why you're the judge. Yeah. This is why you're the judge. But you judge wise, you judge smartly, because I mean, won another.
Clearly there were a lot of flaws in this shop, and I may have made the wrong decision, but it's already been cast.
Yes,
so.
You want to reconsider your pick?
Yeah.
What about $13 made out of a game check?
From Clay Scrim.
That might. Yeah, I didn't get my check today. So.
I like how it only takes $13.
Yeah. Well, you know why I said that, Clay, is because I was like, that's a lot of money to Clay, because that's $1 more than the gin he buys for the show. So I was like, his gin's $12. He would think that's a lot of money. By the way. Take a lot
weird ass handwriting.
By the way, take a lot of respect that I went to DeFont, a great place to get fonts for Photoshop, and I typed in handwritten child, and that's what it came up.
I look like I have deliriums. I have tremens.
Yeah. I love that the B, like one, you can't tell it's a B, but it's the exact same bad B every time.
Yeah, because they did it once and just repeated it. But it's a great time.
I'm so glad you went to DeFont, because I'm always constantly looking at DeFont.
DeFont is the best. That's where I got the Claybino.
No, I feel like you could have saved a lot of time and just free-handed that.
I know.
With the paintbrush.
Do you know how easy it is to install that? It takes like 5 seconds. I was like, I bet this. And once I found it, I was like, it's done.
Yeah, but then
you don't get the satisfaction of having weird, dodgy defunct fonts on your system.
I don't.
know?
Yeah, it's exactly. There's all these viruses being dumped into my computer. But also the thing about it is like it's almost worse. Like you can't even read it. Like I wanted it to be still legible. Anyway, we're really breaking down the nuances of you shop, bro. That's what we're here for. I'm so glad all of you are here. Thank you, History Channel. I don't even know who the hell that is. Who the hell are you, History Channel? He said
I shop at Dodgy Font.
He says we should all be proud, and we all are proud. We're proud of you for watching the show. We're proud of Judge Jeremy, your wise, your insight, Gabe. Stick around if you can. Do you got heat out there? Are you okay out there?
I do have heat.
Thank God.
I actually turned it on for the first time yesterday.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. 3 songs. Polyester Blend, Halloween songs. We come back with, what are we doing? Are we doing Comics Corner?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's very special edition.
Comics Corner.
It's very special, spooky.
Very special.
It's
very...
yes, cartoon time.
Yes, cartoon. King of Cartoons is coming back after the break. Clayton, you are first this round of songs. What are you playing here?
A little Dead Can Dance, man.
Oh my God. We've got 3 songs, Halloween songs. We come back with everyone's favorite Ryan's Comics Corner. Later on, we've got Utah County's quiz. We took a break from it last week because Clay was on the river. We've got it coming back this week. I'm very exciting. I'm very proud of this quiz. I'm very proud. It is going. Are you going, Clay?
I'll fire it off right now, man. Let's go.
3 songs, Polyester Blend, Halloween songs. We'll come back after 3 songs. Stick with us. Thanks for being here tonight, Polyester Blend. from the guy who brought you Sledgehammer.
A stalker anthem slash assault slash breaking and entering.
Comes a hit song, Intruder, Peter Gabriel on the Polyester.
You see the video
Blend.
to that? It's just like Sledgehammer.
Yes,
Except there's actual
a Sledgehammer killing, the person they've intruded upon. Ryan Bradford.
Oh, Peter.
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 By the way, Bradford, I don't you get a little bit of what's the boingo boingo a little I mean like a little oingo boingo in that, like if I heard Danny Elfman's voice on top of that, it would have been seamless. I felt that.
You know, I was introduced to that song by
an intruder. As the intruder was in your house. By the way, I'm gonna listen to this song while I intrude on your house. It's by Peter Gabriel. It's kind of why I do this.
I'm a big Gabe head. It was funny because my parents used to listen to Peter Gabriel, and
that is funny.
I knew him by Salisbury Hill and like Red Rain, or what this song, and I was like, and only recently did I realize that he created that really creepy song, which.
That's
if
horrifying.
you look at the wiki, is reportedly the first song to use reverb on the drums.
Whoa! Who knows that? How do you know that for sure? Like,
he was using Phil Collins, and Phil Collins. He's all
that sounds highly dubious to me.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. By the way, I love
like if nothing else,
guys,
reverb on
check
the
out
snare, like the whole kit. Is that what they're claiming?
Well, no. Bradford follows on Twitter reverbdrumwatch.com, and
I'm a subscriber to Reverb Drum Beat, actually,
magazine,
subsidiary of Tiger Beat, and
I heard they've also discontinued their print version.
Just announced this week for the first time in 100 years they cancel the weekly, every daily reverbdrummer.com.
You're gonna have to cancel the relic so we can do a deep dive on
for
usage and drum mixes.
For Halloween, we were gonna get to the relic. I thought it was a perfect week to do it, but we're gonna have to bump.
Probably have to wait till next year.
Yeah. Well, Bradford, we're gonna try to get to the relic next week.
Honestly, at this point, I'm gonna have to rewatch the relic because I do not remember it.
No, but please do, because we're gonna get to it next week. We're gonna get to it next week. We're gonna get to the relic next week. Bradford, horrifying. I pulled an audible. Clayton was in my head, and he was like, I was gonna play Rolling Stones' "Too Much Blood," which is a perfect. I'm not going to play the whole song, but I, as we talk over it, hopefully it won't. But have you ever heard this song? You know this song. It's the disco era Rolling Stones, "Too Much Blood." This song. It's actually it's a banger. It's really good. But the reason I wanted to play it. Have you heard this?
Peter, don't worry, Peter. We tried to avoid getting flagged for playing the Stones, and don't worry, Peter Gabriel got us flagged.
Oh, are you see? Do we have to restart?
Yeah.
Do we have to restart that?
No, it's my first warning.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I'll try to make this quick. I just want to play this segment. It's a breakdown in "Too Much Blood" by the Rolling Stones where Mick Jagger just talks about horror movies. Hold on, let me see.
No, he's going to don't saw off my leg.
Don't saw off my leg. He's talking about, you ever seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? It's horrifying, isn't it? And then he's just like, don't saw off my leg.
Is he just documenting Altamont, the concert of Altamont?
Hell's Angels, don't saw off my leg. Don't saw off my leg. Hell's Angels, don't saw off my leg.
Don't stab anybody.
All right, everybody just cool out. That great sound of it. Everybody just cool out.
Yeah, that's
gonna work. These are bloodthirsty Hell's Angels, man.
I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, it wasn't the crowd that was the problem, bro.
Yeah, but the fact that you're like, let's just give. I think they like paid him in beer too or something. It was just like, it was a bad idea. Anyway, speaking of very scary, I chose as my audible a band that for the first time I ever saw them was in San Diego with Polyester Blend's own Ryan Bradford, Shannon in the Clams.
I was so excited when I saw that you were gonna play that, and they have a few songs. I was jealous that they have a few songs that would fit this theme.
Well, do you know why I played that song? It might not be inherently creepy, but I mean, they're playing kind of an old 50 Cent, which is his own thing. But the song title, Candy, Forget About Me, that's my anthem that all kids are saying to Candy because they can't really trick or treat this year. Candy, forget about me. Forget about me. I mean, that's.
But who will
poor kid.
serve the Three Musketeers
I
this
know.
year?
By the way, I was going to do a segment, but I just ditched it at the last minute. I was going to do
Grossest candy?
I was going to do if you like this candy, you're a piece of shit, or if you like this candy, you're an idiot. And I was just going to list candies and then say you're an
Milky
idiot.
Way,
for like,
was Milky Way gonna make
Mounds was big on that. Mounds was big. That might be a Limp Bizkit crew topic. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
In Limp
Three
Bizkit
Musketeers
crew.
is gross. And can I just give quite a quick shout out to candy corn? It's been
No,
disgusting.
the grossest of
Who
all.
likes
candies.
candy corn?
All right, Limp Bizkit crew. Limp Bizkit crew.
Freak shows.
Okay.
Freak shows.
Clay, your song.
Let's not get on a candy corn tangent. That's old hat.
Yeah, exactly. And right, and as a guy who was wearing a hat minutes ago, he knows.
Candy
okay?
corn hate is played the F out.
By
Clay.
the way, could you guys even tell there was hair on this hat, or did it
Yes,
just kind
I
of
saw
blend
that.
in with my own?
That's why I called.
straggly
That's why I
hair?
called you Gandalf the Grey because of the gray hair. I work on lots of
I
levels.
just- Dead Can Dance by request.
By request.
Here.
Nice.
I had a fan of the show. Text me
That's good.
to play that, so we're good.
That's a very good choice.
That was spooky as all get out.
Yeah, very scary
Try to
song.
stay out of the swear jar there.
Very good. Swear jar is in effect. Someone tallied up for me. Mom tallied up. She probably stopped listening. She was like, "That's enough. Is enough."
I gotta say, if we're moving on to the cartoon time, I did a sneak preview of this. This is
Okay, here we go. I
we're in
think
for something special.
you've
this week.
announced it, people. It's time. It is, of course, where Ryan Bradford takes over the show with his hit segment that Rolling Stone
Hey, do you
met. What?
Do you have a spooky version of this song, the Comics Corner theme song?
Yeah, wait, here it
I
goes.
guess-
Wait, here it
I
is.
guess it's
Wait,
inherently
this is it. This is it.
spooky.
So there we go. It's the spooky
There we
version.
go.
I do not. I
There we
should.
go.
I should have looked that up. That would have been very good. Ryan Bradford, look at the bottom of your screen. I finally gave you a full crawl at the bottom of the screen, so you have got your own Ryan's Comics Corner. You got your own crawl at the bottom here, buddy.
Oh, boy.
I put in the
Baby.
work, put in the time, did my own research, and
Is that a Duffont?
that's a Defont. That's comic something from Defont. Except I realized I just left that on there. Anyway, Ryan, it's time for Ryan's Comics Corner, everybody. Ryan, you take over. What are we doing here?
Okay.
I gotta go. Whoa.
Clayton, we also you weren't here last week, but we covered some cast.
Oh yeah, that's right. So
You waited until I was out of
to
town.
piss
That's
piss
the
you
gag.
off as a gag, we did all Kathy last week.
Was it fun?
No,
No, it was terrible.
but it was really
Everybody
bad.
hated it.
No one liked it.
I would have had a good
It
time.
was no good.
There was a pretty great panel where it had like 6 Cathys. The whole thing was a single panel, and it was a groundbreaking comic.
Yeah.
And these guys didn't give it its due, Clayton.
Yeah, I think I wasn't there to protect Kathy, and you guys just like body shamed her the whole time. with
Oh
that.
please, we respect her as a
Well,
female.
Schlegel was slut shaming her for sure.
Oh come on here! Whoa!
Oh.
Come on, guys.
Come on, Jesus Christ! That was me the entire time looking at Kathy's. All right.
So we're just gonna run
disappointed.
through
Go
these. So this is a very, very famous Garfield series that ran back in the 80s, and it has become quite notorious online, and
Yeah.
lots of people have
Some
gone and
that same guy who rode the skateboard listening to Fleetwood Mac Dreams skateboarded and read this out loud, and so it's had a real Garfield went to the top of the charts. I mean, that's how big TikTok is right now. So very
I heard
cool.
that people do ayahuasca retreats.
Oh my God! All right, Bradford, go ahead.
so this is actually a five series panel.
That's
like a
right.
5-part series.
That's why
what I
we've.
So we're gonna run through these.
Well,
real
we blocked out the next 4 hours. So Polyester Blends go until 4 in the morning tonight. Just doing Garfield panels.
Limp Bizkit crowd is gonna be 5 a.m.
Gurky's gonna be like, "Come in, play poker. Come in, play poker. No more Garfield. I want to play poker." Anyway, go ahead, Ryan Bradford.
Okay, the first part of the series, Garfield wakes up. He is freezing cold in his little cat bed.
I hear that.
He says, "Brr, there's a chill in here this morning." And you might notice how the background is very darkly shaded. There's a lot of shading in this comic, very spooky.
Jeremy would have picked that up if this was a You Shop Bro. He would have noticed that background.
Yeah. Okay, so next panel, what an eerie sensation. Third panel, this doesn't feel like my home. to be continued.
Whoa!
There is no punchline in this panel.
Whoa.
So let's scroll down.
Music was perfect.
Second part of the series, we got a very canted angle of Garfield looking straight up at him, steady, and he's saying, "Steady, Garfield. There must be a good reason why the house is empty." He goes to the window. It's like John must be at the grocery. Third panel. He is the point of view from outside of his house. It is all boarded up. The lawn is overgrown.
Whoa!
Hey, I think I took a 3D tour of this proproperty on real estate.
We'll get to that.
Yes.
Limp Crew. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
And there is a sign that says "For sale."
Whoa.
Again, no punchline. There are no laughs in this comic.
I never
All right,
realized how
let's-
close my house is actually close to the Garfield house. I have a very close house to that. Just to point that out. Next.
Third part of the series, Garfield. The house is in blue shade. The only color is Garfield, who's orange. He's looking at a photo. He says, "My home has been abandoned. No one has lived here for years." Second panel, but that means I haven't lived here for years. Third panel, what's that? Garfield turns around. There is a light in the doorway. He runs toward it. It's a split fourth panel, and what he sees is a shock, and we don't know what he's seeing. So let's
No, to be
scroll
continued,
down.
by the way. Okay, but go ahead. Yeah.
scroll down.
Whoa.
John, Odie, you're home. Garfield. And then John has a bowl of Garfield's food, and he says, "Oh, Garfield, have some food." Garfield runs toward the food, and in the third panel, John's hand disappears, and Garfield has crazy eyes. And then fourth panel, Garfield is again alone in this dilapidated home, and there is this omniscient narrative that says, "Locked fast within a time when he no longer exists, Garfield grapples with his greatest fear, ... loneliness." And then we go to the final part of this series. If we scroll down,
This is fifth panel. It's 5 panels.
we have this sweaty. It doesn't even look like Garfield's face. It looks like a face of a monster. He got a swirling eye and all these sweat drops dripping down into his eye. The omniscient narrative says, after years of taking life for granted, Garfield is shaken by a horrifying vision, the inevitable process called time. He has only one weapon, denial. And Garfield is screaming through his teeth, "I don't want to be alone." And then he wakes up, and Garfield is there John is there with Odie, and he's like, "Want some breakfast, Garfield?" And
Does he
Garfield
wake up
hugs-
or does he just come out of a trance?
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so let's finish this. Garfield hugs John's face. He's like, "Who needs it? I need you." And then we get this little message from Jim Davis, genius mastermind creator of Garfield. An imagination is a powerful tool, can tint memories of the past, shade perceptions of the present, or paint a future so vivid that it can entice or terrify, all depending upon how we conduct ourselves today. The end. So I believe, I can't remember what year that was all printed, but that was a very weird part of the Garfield canon, and there are many blog posts dedicated to the analysis of this.
My overall theory is that Garfield, instead of doing Odie's cocaine, he did John's LSD, and this was the results, and he never went down that road again.
There's some theories that Garfield has died in this comic, and everything.
Oh,
after
one of his
this
9
comic,
lives?
No.
Yeah, is just maybe like a heaven because of like Garfield's innocuousity, and just how everything never changes in Garfield. Like this was the kind of a look behind the mirror, look behind the curtain, I guess.
Has the creator ever done interviews on this?
No, I think
You got to do the. You got to read it. You got to read it and
Jim
read other
Davis-
stuff and bring it. Okay, you got to do all the reading. Can't just.
I don't really think Jim Davis knew what he was doing when he did this. So the analysis and interpretation has kind of come into the fans' hands.
Fans' hands.
Fans' hands.
Fans' hands.
You know, sometimes the artist doesn't understand the work; they just have to put it out there.
Exactly.
Like in your shop, bro. One interesting thing I noted is that these are all color, whereas I thought typically only the Sundays were in color.
Yeah, good point.
So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means, but
I did have
something to note.
I did have the Garfield collection. I don't know if any of you have had those like printed collections that
Garfield
were like
books.
long and yeah. And I was just so intrigued by this series of comics, and it's just very like a very random anomaly among the Garfield canon.
Trying to fight. We'll be back. This is fine. Now we're back. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was a tough one, but we're back. All right, I fixed the issue. People, I think it should be seamless. I know for the live broadcasting people, it would have been a little buffered, but it should be better now. Bradford, I hate to interrupt such a great, wonderful segment. It was fantastic. That was a real eye-opening, insightful stuff that we got from you right there, my friend.
I recommend everybody go search out the Garfield animated Halloween special on YouTube. It's all fun and games until about 10 minutes till the end, and then it gets quite spooky.
That was fantastic stuff.
Spooky.
Just like the cover, just like one of the best covers of all time. Spooky, what a great song. Ryan, you read it and you brought it this week, my friend. That was an eye-opening. Is this where that whole weird Garfield Reddit stuff comes from? You know how like they've turned Garfield into like this weird horror character? Have you got into that world? It's like there's this whole weird sub.
So.
There's a whole like.
I know there's a Twitter account called Deflated Garfield.
Yeah.
Where I feel like there was one frame where Garfield just looks deflated, and John is holding this like balloon, like this deflated balloon of Garfield, and he's like, "What happened to you, Garfield?" And that has become a punchline among many cartoons.
I think back in the heyday of Tumblr, there was it called Garfield Without Garfield?
Yeah.
Where it was like all the panels of a strip, but they took out Garfield.
Yeah, they made a book of that, and that even had Jim Davis's blessing. Like I feel like he wrote the intro to Garfield Without Garfield book.
Boy, do I miss Tumblr.
Uh-oh. All right.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I think we're at the, should we do a music break and then we come back with Utah County's quiz?
That sounds good to me.
I love it so much. This spooky edition.
Sounds doable, man.
The spooky edition of Polyester Blend. We have, what do we have here first? Who's going first? Ryan, very good. Ryan's Comic Corner, always the best. We are going to, me first. I will go first. This first song, I mean, Bradford hates clowns. I mean, he loves clowns because they spook him. But what a horrifying idea from our friends, the Kinks. The Death of a Clown. The Death of a Clown by the Kinks. This will probably get red flag. We'll find out. Death of a Clown, 3 songs. We'll come back with Utah County's quiz. Thank you all for being here. Sorry about those technical difficulties. We'll be back. We continue on. We got another 3 hours of broadcasting, for God's sakes. Polyester Blend, 3 songs. We'll be back with Utah County's quiz. Ryan versus Clay. Don't miss it. Woo!
corpses all hang headless and limp. Bodies with no surprises, and the blood drains down like devil's rain. We'll bathe tonight. I want your skulls. I need your skulls. I want your skulls. I need your skulls. Demon I am in flesh I feel. See your skin turn inside out, 'cause I gotta have you on my wall. Gotta have you on my wall, 'cause I want your skulls. I need your skulls. I want your skulls. I need your skulls. Collect the heads of little girls and put them on my wall. Hack the heads of little girls and put them on my wall. Whoa. 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 I want your skulls. I need your skulls. I want your skulls. I need your skulls.
Clay, hit play.
Oh, well, I didn't see a text. Shit.
Not your fault.
What's today's date?
Today, 20th.
The 20th of May, 1994. We're trying at GLC Studios. And we're gonna go like this. Get my man BB from Quan.
Hey, you hit the rip. I got the rip. I got the rip. You got the rip. C to the R to the A to the B, E to the D to the I to the G, G to the A to the zigzag C. Grave digger, nigga, 6 feet deep. G to the R to the A to the B, E to the D to the I to the G, G to the A to the zigzag C. Grave digger, nigga, 6 feet deep.
I force my teeth on the gospel tracks. I'm not an apostle, but I bring the axe to your back. I chew and attack like crest on plaque. After that, your world is black. You drop into a hole, your mold separates from your soul. Behold, the grave diggers told you beware, but you didn't listen. So now we appear, eardrums glisten.
G to the R to the A to the B, E to the D to the I to the G, G to the A to the zigzag C. Grave digger, nigga, 6 feet deep. When I wreck, I commence to dissect, ready to dissect. So come, step alive and die. Next murder is mayhem, digging graves is irregular. Treacherous mangular, the boss, the strangler. Heated and wrapped in a fury I hate. Daredevil, the rhyme rebel, my art terminates. Subduing and pulverize in your head. Your blood fell dead and your tombstone red. Wizard to the rector, grim to the reap. Under to the taker, gate to the keep. Creeping through the ghettos and the slums and the streets. Grave digger, nigga, 6 feet. Darkness shall fall upon ye all who slept on the styles that crept through the door. The grave, behave, we come to save. So don't be afraid of the dark. We spark like light in night. Excite, it's right, it's right. Come follow the light and see what I see and be what I be. The G to the R to the A to the V. G to the R to the A to the V. E to the D to the I to the G. G to the sparks from the attic. Yet, psychopathic brain tracks is tragic. Twist lifting mist like riff of a Taurus. Deep in the forest, I slay for the porridge. Yet, it's cold, you die slow like a tortoise. Deep in my chorus, your result, take a mortis. Let me see, I'm casting disease. Contrary, yet some very, cause you bleed. D to the R, to the A, to the B, E to the D, to the I, to the T, C to the A, to the zigzag C. Grave digger, nigga, 6 feet deep. Demonic, the sonic is banging like chronic, and niggas be outie faster than Sonic. Bubonic, tonic, you best I want it. Beast being programmed, ASR and Sonic. Styles compile for miles and chows, bodies and owls and upside down smiles. Deflect, catch wreck from sun, moon, sec. 11X shines light, then thought be flex. G to the R, to the A, to the B, E to the D, to the I, to the G, C to the A, to the zigzag C. Grave digger, nigga, 6 feet deep.
I came on the scene in the wheel that Ezekiel sing to exploit your flaws like Philistines. Look in the sky, oh my, it is I. No alibi, so don't even try to feed me swine. And Grim Reaper's mind is so refined. I'm deep, I'm deep, I'm deep as a hill or a cliff or a steep incline at the bottom of an ocean reef.
Oh my God! 3 songs, Polyester Blend, all songs about Halloween. That last one, Grave Diggers.
That song has nothing to do with Halloween.
but it's 6 feet deep and Grave Diggers.
It's spooky.
It's perfect. To me, it's
dark.
perfect.
It's such a that album. I guess I'll just start talking about that.
Yes, please.
That album '97. That's the title track off it. It's such a weird project. I just remember listening to it for the first time. At the time, was listening to a lot of Wu-Tang Clan and a lot of De La Soul.
Good thing to
so
do.
That's a project. That's a a side project between RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan and Prince Paul, the producer of a lot of De La and a lot of other Jungle Brothers stuff. Anyway, just
did
a
anyone
weird out of
listen
left
to
field.
That, Prince Paul podcast?
No.
Open Mike Eagle. I did it as the recommend of the week.
Yeah, damn it.
The first episode is about the grave diggers.
Okay, cool. Maybe it'll explain
really
some things. It's always been a mystery to me.
Because RZA wasn't, well, they specifically talk about that song. They're all playing. He's like, where did you get the, that backing groove?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's just us, sitting in the studio, playing. Because they wanted it to have this kind of ramshackle.
Just messing with beats, and they came right up with that.
On that specific track. But it's really good. I think I mentioned on the show when I was recommending it that when they recorded it, Wu-Tang hadn't hit big yet, and RZA wanted his contract to be open-ended so he could also do his Wu-Tang stuff. And the label was like, well, let's just ditch RZA. And Prince Paul was like, what are
you talking
No, we need
about?
to keep RZA. We can't get rid of
What are you doing? No.
And then he's like, a year or two later, they didn't care about my stuff, and they were doing his solo album. But
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, it's just one of those records I listened to a bunch in the year it came out, and just could never. I was always just like, how? What? Awesome! That's great. I mean, the record is full of great tracks like that, but definitely out of left field. Anyway, that's it.
yeah, they used one of them in The Leftovers season 3 because they kept rotating the theme song. So they used that under
wow.
Suicide.
Oh,
But,
yeah, suicide. It's a suicide.
Yeah. But yeah, it's What Happened is the name of the podcast, but it's basically Open Mike Eagle talking to Prince Paul about a different project. So there's a Grave Diggers episode, a De La Soul
cool.
episode. Definitely worth checking out.
Sick recommend of the week, bro.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it was 5 weeks ago. Clearly no one listened to my recommend.
Oh, we love it. This is great. 5 weeks later. What? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you mean.
It's not the relic.
Yeah, we only care about the relic here, man. Bradford, what did you pick? Another, by the way, you did a Danzig cover and then you did a Misfits cover. Was this pre-planned?
Just, some Danzig all-around covers. So we got Lemonheads doing skulls.
Evan, is this kind of like an Evan? It's an Evan Danzig number.
Evan Dandozig. Yeah. Dandozig. I don't know. I just really like that song. I feel like Misfits songs are so bulletproof and airtight. Like you can't go wrong with the cover of a Danzig song. And I really like that very sensitive cover of Skulls.
We all pick a Danzig song to cover and see if we can do it wrong.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that would be a good experiment just to see if you can like fuck up a Misfits cover.
I bet I could really mess one up. Let's do it. Let's have a Danzig off one of these weeks.
Whoa! What am I looking for? Sorry, I'm getting ready. I'm getting things set up here, getting ready to go. Okay, very good stuff. And then I picked.
You just missed another brilliant idea by me, but we can look it back on the replay.
Wait, here we go. Another brilliant idea from Clayton Scrivener. We all live it. We all love it. Very good stuff, my friend. All right, here we go. So not at all. But so I played
watch it on the replay. Sound. Watch it on the replay.
I was setting this up because people, it's time for the hit segment. Everyone across the country's been talking about. They're like, I didn't even care about Utah ahead of time. I didn't care about Utah. And then they watch this segment and they're like, I need to know every week. I need to know not only what is the county going to be this week and what facts are they going to drop on us, but also who's going to win between Ryan and Clayton in the epic battle of Utah Counties Quiz. People, it is time for... It's a counties quiz about it. Utah Counties Quiz. It's between Ryan and Clay. Clay is up on Ryan, but he has a chance to win. Utah Counties Quiz. Everybody, welcome to another week of Utah Counties Quiz. Utah Counties Quiz, where these two sweet Husky boys go battle to battle. They battle it up, and they see who will be superior in the battle of Utah Counties Quiz. We've done a bunch. Here's the current score. It's on your screen right now. Right now, we have a wonderful score of 8-5. 8-5. Not as bad as it could have been. Ryan, of course, lives in, he was born here, but he lives in California now. He's been in California for about a decade. And Clayton is an avid lover of all things Utah. So the fact that Ryan has 5 on him, I mean, what does that say about Clay? This guy's all talk, maybe. We don't know. Or maybe the quiz questions are a little bit slanted towards Ryan when it's up for him, just to give him an advantage.
Never mind. Never mind.
Well, let's more questions about videos that I specifically appeared in. And,
1 week when I just did a full softball to Ryan to make sure it stays in there.
Ryan Bradford, what's your middle name?
But Ryan, I mean, I don't know what's going on. He what is this northern aggression? Some would say you're all up north, my friend. I mean, you are.
True.
Look at the colors.
I'm glad I got Summit County.
Yes,
that's a big win for me.
The county you grew up in. Hopefully, thank God.
Everyone knows you don't win Utah Risk by starting in the north.
That's true. You got to play.
You have to have a central plan of attack.
And Clayton Clayton has a lot. Clayton's in purple, Ryan's in yellow, and then of course Charlie, the only person to get questions right.
Never forget that an 8-year-old won an episode. Never forget that about this.
That's why I leave that on there. Ryan and Clay, you're probably both wondering what could possibly be the quiz or the county of the quiz this week. I do a random number generator based on county population, and what it came up with this week, gentlemen. Of course, it came up with this. San Juan County. County.
The big one.
A big one.
Juan.
Home of the Four Corners.
The Big Juan.
The Big Juan. San Juan, if you will. San Juan County, the furthest most southeastern county. They have part of the Four Corners, though I do not ask about that. I'm not looking for that kind of easy stuff here this week. But we do
no county seat questions.
No county. Well, we'll find out about that. But we've been doing this tradition for a minute here, where the person who won last week gets to do a coin flip, and if they get to choose what the coin flip is, that means they will go first in question number 5. So, Ryan, you won last week, so I get to ask you this, Ryan. What do you want for the coin flip this week? You got heads or tails. This will decide who goes first in question number 5. Ryan, what do you want?
I wish we had kept tally of the last time we used
Oh
this.
yeah,
Like
I'll do,
like how many millions of coin flips? have happened
I'll
since?
do that
Yeah.
next. Well, you can see,
Screenshot this now.
you can see what's going on down there, but I will.
Hey, do you want to do a prop bet?
I want action. I want action. I want action.
Prop bet on how many over under.
What are my
over,
odds?
under
What are
on
my odds? What are my odds? 2,000, 10,000. By the way, I finished that Showtime show action about sports bet. It's the greatest show I've ever watched in my life.
I'm gonna go heads.
Heads it is. Ryan, look to your screen.
Do you want to do a prop bet?
Oh! Clayton
I don't
usually.
like how little that flipped.
Clayton
Like barely flipped.
Well, all right. You can get in the minutia of all that. Ryan, you won the coin flip. That means you get to go first in question number 5. But we will get to that when we get to it. The first up is Ryan, because you won the quiz last week. Question number 1. Question number 1 this week goes to Ryan. Ryan, are you there with me?
Yes.
Question number 1, San Juan County. It is. Oh, wait, no, wait. Oh, shit, I screwed that up. Question number 1. Look to this. Look to your screen right now, Ryan. Look to your screen right now. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this video, okay? And you'll see where I'm going with this.
Just don't show him the answer to the question.
Trust me, I took away the any way that could happen. Ryan, the question is this. Watch this video right here. Hold on, I got to turn up the audio.
Says we're close.
These two, this is a cute little couple doing a little travel YouTube page, and they make it all dramatic and all this stuff. But they're, of course, going to Monument Valley because...
We've seen all the pictures. It looks exactly like the pictures.
See? That's what's beautiful about Monument Valley. It looks exactly like the pictures.
This is a scenery that's inspired movie directors and artists and cowboys and cow women.
Monument Valley.
Forrest Gump Point.
Oh, yeah.
So, my question for you, Ryan Bradford, they just brought up a big point. San Juan County is home to the infamous shot in the movie Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump, where Forrest ends his run across the country with Monument Valley perfectly seen in the background. So he ends his big run across the country in Monument Valley, this is the Utah side. Remember, Monument Valley's in Arizona, but this is in Utah. This is in San Juan County. It's a popular turnout at mile marker 13 on Utah Highway 163, just in case you ever want to go. Mile marker 13 on Highway 163. My question for you, Ryan, what is on the hat Forrest Gump wears in that scene, Ryan? What is the hat that Forrest Gump is wearing in that scene? I'll give you 4 options. You can get 1 full point. If you miss it, Clay can steal for 0.5. Ryan, here are your 4 options. Oh, that's not the right one. Didn't give the question away. Thank God.
Watch out.
Thank God. Oh, shit. Did I screw this up? Oh, God, I might have screwed this up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Hold on. We'll do this really quickly. I can fix this, gentlemen. This is how polyester blend goes. I can fix things on the fly. That's how,
I can fix this.
I can fix this. I can fix this.
Nothing is messed up here, dude.
Everything's cool, dude. My question for you, Ryan Bradford.
I have yet to see an answer revealed, so as the arbitrator,
yes,
I'm happy.
Thank you. The question, what is on Forrest Gump's hat? You got 4 options, Ryan. You got to pick one of them. You miss it, goes to Clay. Is it A, Bubba Gump Shrimp, B, Dr. Pepper, C, U.S. Ping Pong Team, or D, University of Alabama?
It's got to be Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Are you confident?
Because he's always wearing that in that movie.
I mean, he did go to the University of Alabama. He did play for the U.S. Ping Pong Team. I mean, I don't know.
He did pee a lot of Dr. Pepper, but I'm fully confident. I'm
speaking,
fully confident.
Speaking of softballs for Ryan Bradford, Jesus Christ.
Gentlemen, look to your screens. Bubba Gump Shrimp
Yes!
is correct.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Ryan gets 1 full point.
Everybody knew that, right? Though? Everybody, like...
I don't know. Bradford, I thought, it's one of those where maybe I ask it and then it gets all confusing and it's like, I don't know what's going on here.
I mean, yeah, no, there is a psychology to be like, oh, that's too obvious.
I know.
That can't be the right
that's
answer.
what I'm going for. All
I
right.
thought you were gonna do how many people were jogging behind him.
That would have been amazing. See, that's all right, Quizmaster. All right, Clay. The next question for you. Question number 2. You can get 1 full point. Right?
How many grains of sand are in Homer?
What do you see on your screen right there? What do you see on your screen?
Damn.
What do you see on your screen right now?
I see 2 rock formations.
What do you think that might be? All right, Bradford. You might. All right. Bradford's deducted 0.0001. He is at point. He's at 1. I can't do that math. All right, Clayton. Do you know what that is? This would help if you knew what that is.
Formations.
That's true, but they might also be. This is San Juan County.
They're not bear's ears, so don't even get me there.
They are bear's ears, everybody. So this is a photo of bear's ears. This is already a good start.
Not bear's ears.
This is the official photo of bear's ears on the Wikipedia page.
No.
So
are you serious?
Yes.
Wrong.
This is what's
that's wildly incorrect.
All
Can
right.
I get a point for that?
Maybe Jeremy, can you
Google actual bear's ears? They are filled. They are covered in trees and rounded at the top. It's actually an alpine area.
Interesting.
I can look into it. This kind of reminds me of that gag in The Naked Gun where he's like, I can't look anywhere without being reminded of her.
No, Clay's right. Clay's right. That the Wikipedia page is not good. They should not do that. Clay, that's what you're referring
it's
to.
like the intruder Wikipedia.
Clay.
On the first snare drum.
Clay, 0.001. Clay, that is amazing. You knew it. You knew it right away. I did not, because I remember looking at it being like, that doesn't look right.
I said, those are not
That's the official, but that is the official photo of bear's ears on Wikipedia. But Clay,
well, the caption says that it's Indian Creek Canyon and the 6-shooter peak.
Well, so why wouldn't they fucking put bear's ears on the goddamn Wik?
I think that was Indian Creek was proposed to be added as part of bear's ears. I think that's what the confusion is.
Well, by the way,
here's the info. Oh wait, no, there's no citation, so I can't give you the.
What would Utah County's quiz will be without controversy? It's already off to a good start. I mean, what are we doing here? Of course, I look at that now. I'm like, why did I think the other one? Of course, that's bear's ears. Clayton, 0.001 goes to you, but you can get a full point off of this. Clay, my question for you. This is geology, of course, but it's really about bear's ears. San Juan County is home to bear's ears. Okay.
Yeah.
Bear's Ears National Monument created by Barack Obama. By the way, Bear's Ears, of course, is not the Navajo actual name for the place, which I'm not going to disrespect by mispronouncing, but of course Bears
to go there. Yeah.
Exactly. Bear's Ears is of course the English name, but there's an official name that's better and that should be used, but I'm a dumb white male. National Monument created by Barack Obama right at the end of his presidency, of course. Our current president decided to unprecedentedly reduce the previous president's creation of this national monument in an unprecedented move. My question for you, Clay, is what is the percentage that President Trump decised Bear's Ears? I give you 4 options. Did he reduce the size by 65%, 75%, 85%, or 95%? How much did Donald Trump reduce the Bear's Ears size?
Boy, this is like a lot easier than the Bubba Gump question.
Is it?
I'm joking. Yeah, I'm being.
I know you like a challenging question, buddy. That's why I do this for you.
10% of landmass.
Some people have never seen Forrest Gump. It's a controversial movie.
That's a controversial movie. It was a wildly unpopular film. It really disappointed at the box office. I'm going to go with B. 75.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. B is incorrect. Ryan, you can steal for 0.5. What is the percentage in which Donald Trump reduced the size of Bear's Ears National Monument once he became president? Barack Obama creating it. B is off the table.
B is off the table. I'm going to go with C, 85%.
Final answer.
Final answer.
I got to give you guys, let me show you to your screen right now. You can see what's highlighted right there. It is 85%. 85%. Oh boy, Clay's gonna hate me after this one. 0.5 to Ryan Bradford.
I hope the next question's in AV Club.
Ryan, what is the color of the wig you're wearing right now? Oh, let's find out. Oh boy, already upset about it.
I've got some users tweeting me that this whole thing is a QAnon conspiracy against me.
That's pretty fair, actually. I think I'm not too far off on that one.
You're actually in the VR play. You're in your hot tub.
Where we quiz one, we quiz all.
My next question is for, of course, Ryan. Ryan, my next question is for you, and we're not going too far off of topics here because San Juan County, Ryan Bradford, for 1 full point, really, really dramatically increasing your lead right now. Ryan Bradford, there are 4 national monuments in San Juan County, along with other national protected lands, but there are 4 national monuments. There's, of course, Bears Ears, Hoven Weep, Natural Bridges, and Rainbow Bridge. My question for you, Ryan, which one of those national monuments share their name with a band from Phoenix, Arizona? Which one of those 4 national monuments share their name with a band in Phoenix, Arizona? Ryan, I give you 4 options. Is it, of course, Bears Ears, Hoven Weep, Natural Bridges, or Rainbow Bridge? Which one of those is a band name in Phoenix, Arizona for 1 full point or can be still? God damn it! I can't do everything right! I'm trying to do how many graphics?
Phoenix, Arizona band is Hoven Wet.
Hoven Wet.
All right, I'm done with the show.
Actually,
that's it. That's the end of the show, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you.
I'm also really
how many graphics I got?
Fan of the unknown national monument in San Juan County, Meat Puppets National Monument. It's also famous band from Arizona.
The Killers National Monument.
I'm a big fan of the Jimmy Eat World National Monument from Tempe. I actually have no idea what this is, so I'm gonna go Hoven Weep.
Hoven Weep is your.
Hoven
it's spelled with another E. Kind of blew it, but we know what I do. I blow things.
Let's see what this answer is. We'll know whether Q will tell us whether this thing is rigged.
Well, I just want to say that everyone playing this game, I love them. I think it's a great thing that you're doing this. I can't wait to show you. I think Clay knows where this is going, but this is a little bit of them playing. Let me show your screen right now.
Hell yeah.
This is such bullshit. Oh no. And they're not even good. Are they good?
Are they a doom band or doom metal?
They refer to themselves as Desert Rock. Hoven Weep. Hoven Weep is the correct answer. Hoven Weep is the name of Hoven Wep. Hoven Weep is the correct name of that local.
Also protesting the answer to that question with the misspelling in the.
All right, Clay, you're up to .002. Because I did misspell that. Ryan,
am I statistically already eliminated from the quiz?
No. You've got a couple more. You got options.
Okay.
You got options.
All right.
Clay, my question for you, and I think you'll love this one. Clay.
Okay.
My next question for you, the last question specifically for you, is a question about the Utah House of Representatives. Clay, on your screen right now, you will see the subject of who this question is about.
Oh, yes, Phil.
He is a member of the Total Piece of Shit Hall of Fame. He is, of course, Representative Phil Lyman, represents San Juan County. He is a member of the Utah Total Piece of Shit Hall of Fame. I wanted to do this for you. Clay, my question for you is this. San Juan County is represented by Phil Lyman, a member of the Total Polyester Blend's own Total Piece of Shit Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
No, of course, it's Phil Lyman. Researching this question for the quiz, I found out Phil represents more counties than any other member of the Utah House of Representatives. Yeah. How many counties does Phil Lyman represent? A number between 5 and 10. Pick between 5 and 10. He represents how many counties? The most counties of any House of Representatives. Pick a number between 5 and 10. If you get it wrong, Ryan can steal per .5.
Garfield. I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna say 6.
Final answer, Clay.
Yeah.
Clay, look to your screen, but you don't need to, because all you need to do is hear this. That is incorrect. 6 is incorrect. Ryan.
But do I still get to win if Ryan gets further away?
We'll find out what happens here.
Very spooky.
Ryan, this is this is scary because you could really.
If Ryan gets this exactly right, you realize I'm slamming my laptop and walking away. Right?
No, there's 2 more questions after this.
No, I mean just in general.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Even though it might be mathematically impossible. But we'll find out. Ryan, between 5 and 10, how many counties do you think Phil Lyman represents more than any other?
7. I'm going to say 7.
Gentlemen, look to your screen.
Oh, Lord.
I will give you the answer.
I know what look to your screen means.
You will see there is Phil Lyman, and this is how many counties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counties. He is running away with even the questions that aren't for him. He is running away with this. We will make it interesting. Ryan, you got to go first because you were first in the toss-up. Question number 5 in the toss-up. Oh, this is brutal. Question number 5. This is a new one. I'm trying something new here. I'm trying a bunch of new things here. San Juan County is one of the few counties, Ryan, you got to go first. San Juan County is one of the few counties in Utah.
By the way, I counted out all the counties, and Sevier is the one I didn't count.
By the way, 7. He represents 7 counties. 7
populated county in the.
I know, but that's it's just amazing. That I think the other one was 5. I think it was the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this one. I do not know her. I don't know her politics, but she doesn't make a name for herself. But Kira Birkeland. She is 5 counties. 5 counties. Ryan, my question for you. This is a new one. San Juan County is one of the few counties in Utah where its county seat is not the most populated city. So Ryan, you can get 1 full point here, or Clay can steal for 0.5. San Juan County is one of the counties that one of the few that has the county seat as not the most populated city. I want you to give me first the correct county seat and then the next largest city, okay? In that order. But I will give you 6 options because these are the 3 largest cities, okay? I'm not telling you which is what, but these are the 3 largest cities.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You're giving him 3 cities, and he has to say which one's the county seat and which one's the most populous?
Yes, and this will actually help you.
First of all, Ryan gets a county seat question. That's just wonderful.
This was a toss-up.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know
here are the 6 options.
Of course, I don't think it matters.
This is alphabetical. So you have 6 options, 3 cities. So is it Blanding Bluff? So look at the top. County seed, largest population. You have to guess the correct one. Is it A, Blanding Bluff, Blanding Monticello? Is it Bluff Blanding, Bluff Monticello? Or is it Monticello Blanding, Monticello Bluff?
I'm going to go B, Blanding Monticello.
That is incorrect. 2.5, Ryan. Pathetic.
If every question would be this,
pathetic,
Ryan,
Clay.
That would be great.
Pathetic. And if you would have got the toss-up,
you just call me pathetic, Clay? I'm just kidding. The answer is obviously E. It's any county seat question you give me, I'm going to get right.
That is right for 0.502, Clayton.
But also,
you have to
Blanding is never in second place for fun. It's just such a fun place.
Bluff is my favorite, by the way, and Bluff is because of
Bluff
poker.
rules.
Bluff is very good. Final question, just for fun. This is a runaway. Ryan, 2 weeks in a row is going to.
Can this be worth 5 points?
This will be worth.
Yes. This is for all the win.
This is worth 1.8.
Just kidding.
You know, I love asking these questions. It's closest to the T, gentlemen. Closest to the T. San Juan County became a county in the same year 2 other counties became a county, Emory and Uinta. They were counties 21, 22, and 23 out of 29. Now, remember, 2 counties were created after 1900. My question for you, between 1847 and 1900, 27 counties were founded in Utah. Which year did San Juan County become a state between 1849 and 1900? Which year did San Juan County? Now remember, it's 22nd, but it's either 21, 22, or 23. Which year did San Juan County between 1849 and 1900? Closest to the T. Doesn't matter who go. You can go first if you want, but closest to the T. Give me a year.
I'm gonna go with relatively early, 1875.
18.
I was gonna go 1865.
Okay, it's even earlier.
1865, 1875. Gentlemen, this has been a fun quiz. I know that Clayton's not going to like it. Didn't get on.
Spoiler alert.
Didn't get on it. Didn't get going. He didn't like it. But that's okay because Clay is ahead in the whole standings of it all. But gentlemen, look to your screens. The correct answer, 1880. Clayton, you save your dignity. 1.5.
That's worth 6 points.
Strong finish.
Wow. It
Not
couldn't
strong enough,
it
Forrest
couldn't
Gump.
be reached. Look, this is amazing. I'm making it official here. Go back to the beginning. We see the scores.
From here on out, I'm going to only eat shrimp while I play this game,
And
just in honor of that ridiculous lead-off question.
How are you gonna cook it?
Shrimp scampi.
Shrimp scampi.
Grilled shrimp.
Grilled shrimp scampi. It is close now.
Scampi.
It is close now. Ryan, you're within 2. You're within striking.
Ryan has entered the Southern attack.
Yeah, that's true. He's now got a 2-front war. But let's see if Clay maybe he can do what Napoleon and Adolf Hitler couldn't do and fend off a 2-front war. Ryan Bradford.
I'm going to have to spend the week on 8chan trying to crack this conspiracy code.
I should have done. I'm sorry. I thought it was too hard to. I should have just done. I was going to do mile marker, and I did hat because I thought hat was funnier. So I apologize, Clay. I will take that into consideration next time I make the quiz. It is 10:24.
More county seat questions, please. More county seat
Forrest Gump questions, please.
Judge Jeremy, how do you feel as auditor of the quiz? How upset are you, or you feel it's fine? Please give me a ruling.
I mean, as Lewis commented in the comments, it's
Chatmaster
clearly
Jeremy.
that was like the easiest question in the history of the county quiz. But there was no disputable, because my job is to see that the questions are fairly asked and answered, and in that regard, everything went smoothly.
Except for
But were my job also to judge the difficulty levels, then there might be additional
feedback.
All right,
that's not within my purview, so I won't comment.
Well, let me be clear.
To Ryan's credit, I was going to guess Rainbow Bridge as the
see it? A little tricky.
I was thinking, Rainbow Bridge.
Gentlemen,
I was thinking I had metal on the mind.
Yeah, I was thinking Hovenweep.
Hovenweep. I mean, Hovenweep.
Yeah, I was thinking Hovenweep actually, so that would have been my guess.
All right, let's do a quick 2-song break because let's just do 2 songs because
Can I play my Nick Cave song?
Yeah, that's what I want you to play actually. So play your Nick Cave song. You go first, Clay. 2 songs will end the official Polyester Blend show, Halloween Spooky Edition. Thanks for sticking with us. Sorry we had some glitches there for a second. Very scary.
Spooky.
The glitches was the curse of the Clay Bino coming back. Clay, you go first.
So there was residual curse you guys needed to shake off.
I know, it was very bad.
Although after that quiz, I might have to.
Any creepy Nick Cave song, so I'm really.
Most of them are really happy, so I had to really do a deep dive on this.
And by the way, I'm going to put the Zoom link in the chat. So if you want to join and be a part of the Limp Bizkit crew, that is your honor. That is your destiny. Because as a person who's watching this right now,
your honor.
Yeah, that's your honor to be a part of this Limp Bizkit crew hosted by Jeremy Matthews. We will be here as well, the Husky Boys. We will nominate and see who becomes the Husky Boy of the show. Don't forget the Husky Boy of the show coming up later. Whoever does the best job becomes the Husky Boy of the show. We have a graphic and everything. Clay, you ready to go?
Yeah, this is the title track off the 86 Your Funeral, My Trial. Nick Cave. Nick Cave's comedy / comedy record. Yeah, Your Funeral, My Trial.
Beautiful. Play it. We'll play two songs. 2 songs. We'll come back with the Limp Bizkit Crew. I'll put the Zoom link in the chat. Is it playing, Clay?
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Love you all. Official Polyester Blend is over, but Limp Bizkit Crew coming up after the 2-song break. Thanks for being here on a spooky Halloween edition.
I am a crooked man, and I've walked a crooked line. Like the shameless widow doffed her weeds in a fire. The stars all winked at me. They shamed a child. Your funeral, my trial. 1,000 Marys lured me into gullies damp with clover, with crooked wing castings, wicked shadow the purple moon did mock, and trinket stars did smile. Your funeral, my trial. Here I am, little lamb, let all the bells in Hordem ring. All the crooked bitches that she was, mongers of pain, saw the moon become a thing. Your funeral, my trial. Your funeral, my
I've got the blood bank blues. I didn't pay my dues. They shut me off. I've got the blood bank blues. How could they refuse to give me a pint or two? I'm sick and tired of being treated so. All I really need is a little typo. I've got the blues. Those old blood bank blues. When the red corpuscles meet with the light, it makes for a wonderful treat. You can keep your filet and your top of the round. That is just my meat. All of the living banks close in the afternoon, but that is much too soon. But for the vampires' trust, it is a midnight must when the moon is full and new. All deposits and withdrawals then must after 10, I've got the blues. Those old blood bank blues. Let me in, wee-oo. I'm dry as a bone. Go away or I'll send your wings. The reason that my blues, they did start, Boris put a stake in my galler's heart. I don't get it out before the sun is high. How will I ever fly? I've really got the shakes, my wing membrane aches. How will I make it tonight? Who is the boss of the local Red Cross? I'd like to know his name. If he just doesn't give a heck, I'll put the bite to his neck and lose my blues. Those old blood bank blues. Let me in, you. I'm dry as a bone. Go away before I sing your wings. Wee-oo, darn it, I said wee-oo. Doesn't anyone know popular music?
If you ever wondered what the other song the guy who did the Monster Mash did, the Blood Blank Blues, is Bobby Boris Pickett and the Crip Kickers. That was the other song by the guy who did the Monster Mash. Welcome back to Polyester Blend, this frightful Halloween edition of the show. I'm Ryan Schlegel with Clayton Scribner, Ryan Bradford, Jeremy Matthews, and now Lewis Godfrey, because it's officially time, people. It is the Limp Bizkit Crew. So you know what that means. It's time to put on your baggy berets.
I never heard the that Bobby Pickett hit. I kind of like it better than Monster Mash.
Well, he's talking about financial stuff. He's talking about all the very exciting stuff in this life.
It's got a nice swing to it.
My friend John actually has a full LP of Monster Mash rehash.
Why isn't he on the show talking about it tonight? What's going on here?
That's a good question. We should get him on. We played a Halloween at the Twilight Lounge Jazz Jags night, and we covered Monster Mash.
Oh, that's great.
And that, you don't realize how many fucking words are in that song until you have to memorize it. Like,
oh, I never thought about the challenge of it all.
That was difficult. Like, yeah, not an easy song to cover. I should have covered whatever the hell that one we just listened to was called.
And also, how many people are going to be sitting there with a pad of paper being like, they missed that lyric, they missed that lyric, they missed that lyric. I mean,
yeah, he's like Transylvania Twist. It's not. You missed that line.
You don't know all the important songs here.
Wait, was Transylvania Twist wasn't a real song, was it? Because I always thought that was like the coolest fake shade. Like Monster Mash is throwing shade to this song that doesn't exist. But
what have they done to my Transylvania Twist or whatever?
Yeah,
is the line for Monster Mash. I think there might actually be on that LP a Transylvania Twist.
Oh my god.
Lewis, you're here. You're with us on the Limp Bizkit Crew. Your thoughts on the quiz? I loved your comments. I mean, bullshit.
That was
that was a rough ride for
Clayton. It was a rough ride for Clayton. I mean, like, it's difficult for me to say because on the one hand, the quiz was very suspect this week.
Oh, how dare you! I thought it was one of my ultimates.
Also, Clayton sucks at it, so I don't know. I mean,
I know I should have gone.
This was the cleanest conduction of the quiz in a while because Schlegel didn't accidentally show an answer to any of the questions.
I cut all the possibility of that happen has completely been cut from what I did before. I was trying to do a fun graphic thing, and then the way I had it set up, that was not correct. All right, I thought I just wanted to come up. Okay, here's the truth of it. I wanted to come up with what could have been on his hat. I think that's what I ultimately fell for. Is I was like, what would be funny on his hat besides Bubba Gum Shrimp, and if I could try to at least kind of trick Ryan, but what was I thinking? I mean, bubblegum shrimp. I thought about this when I was done writing. I was like, bubblegum shrimp is everywhere. Of course, that became the thing that was on the hat, and they probably sell them and all that shit.
Does he wear another hat in that movie?
Yeah, he wears another. He wears a hat on the fishing boat. I don't know what he's wearing.
Yeah, that's
I guess
right.
at a certain, like before the shrimp company opens, like once the shrimp company exists, I don't know that he wears.
It made me want him
there,
to.
There is in fact a track named Transylvania Twist on the Monster Mash.
Oh wow!
Album.
Whoa. So do you think that was written prior to Monster Mash?
No, I'm guessing they threw it in as a gag in the lyrics of Monster Mash, but then they were trying to pad a full-length album, and they're like, well, let's do this Transylvania Twist.
well, let's explore the backstory of this Monster Mash song. Really dive into the Transylvania Twist.
There's also the Sinister Stomp, Me and My Mummy, Monster Motion, Monster Mash Party. Clearly, they were out of ideas.
Well, it sounds to me like he writes the songs like I write the quiz. Or like, all right, this sounds like okay, mommy, that's funny. Okay, I'll write that down. I'll do that. Like, not very basic.
Irresistible Igor, Bella's Bash.
I love Bradford taking off the. It's like we're getting the dressing room after the show. Like lights are on, wig is off. Enough is enough. Just relax, buddy.
So Bradford,
Blood Bank Blues.
You...
Graveyard Shift. That's a pretty good name.
Jeremy's just going to list songs for the next 2 hours.
That's the rest of the Limp Bizkit crew. I mean, this is Halloween Gold. What are you talking about?
Lewis.
I was going to ask.
You don't want to know about the Monster Minuet? Is that what you're telling me?
Don't you want to know about the scary skank?
I got my hand on
Bobby Pickett's long lost ska song.
I got my hands on the mute.
So were you, Bradford? Were you dressed as Phoebe Bridgers in the Kyoto video? Okay.
Yes, for sure.
I was
that's also her album cover, right? And like her Spotify profile pic.
She always seems to be wearing the skeleton costume.
By the way,
I respect it.
Would you guys? I was thinking about doing this. This is the way the Best Show, Lewis, they used to do it, where they would start with music to let everyone kind of gather, and then they start the show after the first music break. Like we play 3 songs at the 8 o'clock hour, and then we start. I don't know. What do you think, Louis? What do you think?
I mean, it might be worth trying.
I'm gonna try it out next week. I think that's what I want to try. I'm gonna try that.
I would also just like to point out that I am not wearing a Halloween costume, and I will not wear one.
Yeah.
Because all Halloween costumes are an invitation to eventually get dragged on Twitter and cast out from the family of man.
Oh my God! I was so happy because we did a '90s party years ago, and I saw. It was still on Facebook not too long ago. Whenever last time I was on there, because I was downloading photos because I knew I was getting rid of Facebook, but I was like, oh, I need some of these memories. I need to have like some of this stuff. There's kind of what Bradford was doing on the screen, but I was like, all right, I'm gonna download some photos because I'm gonna delete Facebook. I don't want that shit anymore. And I came across a '90s party we did in the early 2010s or 2010s. And it was 90s, and I had a Red Wings jersey, so I was like, I'll go as Tupac. And so I wore the 90s jersey, and I had the bandana. Did not do blackface. Thank the good Lord. I don't think that ever became a thing in my life. But I'm like, should I even have done that? Is that acceptable? Like Tupac, like dressed as him, just not doing the blackface?
I think that's fine.
Right.
I think that's fine, yeah.
I had
a friend who went as The Weeknd when Starboy came out.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude was a white guy, obviously, but he was wearing the leather jacket and it had the big cross.
Yeah.
Starboy music video. Wasn't wearing blackface, and it was fine. I think.
All right. Anyone let me know. And it sounds like we've got 2 white dudes telling me it's okay.
We've got a jury of white guys.
We got white guys tell me I'm racially. I'm fine.
White men will tell you what's fair game.
But
it's okay, right? Everybody.
But I will say that's the end of that run of ever dressing as an African American. That's done. I will not be doing that again for the rest of my life.
I did put my hat back on though, just because Lewis was like,
I'm too fancy to wear a Halloween costume.
That's
I'm
exactly.
not too fancy to wear a Halloween costume. I'm too terrified to wear a Halloween costume.
I'm so smart.
No,
Look at
Lewis-
me.
No, this is pure cowardice.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid.
Well, to be fair, Lewis was going to go full chubby checker blackface, so thank God Lewis didn't do that. And the twist is fine, but there's no need for it. Very good
I was
stuff.
going to go as Jeffrey Tubin.
You were just
boy.
going to You're about.
My
Speaking of
camera's
which-
muted, right,
Yeah,
guys?
exactly. But-
Speaking of which, let's just pop that off for a minute. And yeah.
What if we hit a boing?
Pay no attention to the horrible sounds coming.
Wait a minute. Do I hit?
There we go.
Yeah, that's pretty good. By the way, Clayton, thank you so much for being a part of your own show, being a part of the Limp Bizkit crew. Love that you're here with us. And now he's just talking. His mic's not
here,
on.
I'm here.
Where'd you go, bud? You just switching it up a
I
little?
had to do some home. I had to do some like domestic duties, bring the trash from the street, make sure my dog pees.
Oh, you're doing such a good job. You're taking. So your house is just full of trash outside. Is that what you're telling me? Just a bunch
There
of
was
trash.
trash on the street.
Are you just hucking beer cans out there? Is that normally what goes on in your life?
Had to take
Is
the
it from the
garbage cans from.
5G tower?
Yeah, but how's
Does
the
the 5G tower just produce waste? Produce
Clayton
trash?
was contacting his lawyer to find out if he has a case.
Actually,
on
the reason
uh,
I always am
the
absent.
county quiz controversy.
The reason I'm always absent from the beginning of
Limp Bizkit crew.
the Limp Bizkit crew is I always have to Jeremy Tubin.
Oh, we were already making those jokes. You're late.
I know. I'm riffing. I heard it.
By the way, so recommends. Let me do recommends really quickly. I'll just start with one. I played the theme to the Crypt, Tales from the Crypt earlier on. When I was doing that and researching it, I didn't. Do you guys remember this version of the Tales from the Crypt song, the Crypt Keeper, the Crypt Jam, a hip hop version of
what?
Yeah.
Do is come to the Crypt Keeper's party. A monster bash, if you will.
It's like what Jeremy was doing.
Oh damn! Are we in the bordello of blood now?
Oh man, kinda. Jam!
This is like the New Jack City Jam.
Yeah, it's like New Jack Swing hip hop.
What are they eating? Entrails?
Yeah, entrails. But look at his cool hat. Grave reviews. Anyway, so that's just, a cool song to listen to during the Halloween.
What is the name of that New Jack band? Is it Boney? Sorry. Always there with the big jokes. Sorry.
Very good, my friend. Very good. I don't see but yeah, just a fun. So there you go. Very cool.
When did Tales from the Crypt come on? Was it like a Saturday night or was it Saturday nights?
I don't remember the original air date. If anyone can pull that would be amazing. It's a hell of
They came on every Saturday night for the real lonesome crowd.
This is like what people who were waiting for Polyester Blend to become a thing. I guess I'll watch this. I'm not doing much. The Saturday night crowd. I'm in tonight. I'm watching. I can't go.
Well,
I
got
got
my
Crypt
Crypt.
Keeper. I got the keeper. I got the keeper there. It's like the Dullards Twilight Lounge kind of vibe.
No, I can't go on a date with you. Tales from the Crypt is on.
Hello, are you there? Hello, what's going on? Oh, she hung up. All right, that's fine. Crypt
Sorry,
Keeper.
I got my gories to watch instead of my stories.
But I still. That's very Bradford. Wait, I think hold on. Don't I have that? Oh, hold on. God damn it. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. These all suck. These are. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yeah, you did have
I
it.
found it. That's Jeremy with his hat. Very good stuff. Clay, you had a recommend. What is your recommend?
Oh God, I don't even remember. Let's check it out.
That's fine.
It's always a good sign when you don't remember what the recommend was.
Oh, video unavailable, whatever it was.
What?
This is a good recommend.
That's a great recommend. Dude.
I
They
love this.
pulled it?
I don't know. When did it come out?
What is it? What's the tagline there? Maybe it's.
I don't even see it, dude. It's gone.
Supposed to be. Oh, weird.
What did you put it? No, video gone, man.
No, okay. I'm gonna have to rack my brain.
I do agree with Bradford's recommend. Oh wait, this is the. Oh, you put an evening with Tim Heidecker. That's not the right link, but the evening with Tim Heidecker was fantastic. Did you watch it? You watch it, Bradford?
It was so good.
Did you ever watch his videos from the early 2010s that he did, the stand-up? Did you ever watch those?
I don't think so.
Some of those jokes were rehashed, but he did it great. I thought it was so funny. It was so goddamn funny. But
I had a lot of LOL moments, and
yeah,
that although the part where he brings the two people up to like propose, that made me a little uncomfortable.
Oh, I couldn't watch that. I skipped through that stuff.
I could not.
No way. But like the opening, I don't know if I've ever seen someone handle a mic stand as funny. I'll just play a real quick second of it so you could. But like, it's hard to make a mic stand do what he does. Like, it is such a catastrophe of a microphone stand. Let me get what we got. And by the way, anyone out there who needs DoorDash, they'll come to your house. They'll drop off food. So just go ahead and order some DoorDash right now. We're being paid $300 a second that this is being played. So we're getting those advertisements. But when he comes out here, man, I'm telling you.
I read a review. I think it was the AV Club review where they were like, his whole thing is a dissection of comedy. I was like, it's just like, I don't know. I think people who try to intellectualize it too much, it's so dumb.
It's so good. But like this whole business with the mic stand, like he makes it such a mess.
Really tripping out on this video unavailable situation.
I don't even know what it was, Clay.
I know. I'm trying. I'll think of it in a second.
But yes, very good. Highly recommend the Tim Heidecker stand-up special.
Yeah,
very
so good.
Stuff. Very funny stuff.
Wait, I think I know what it was. Hold
on. Any recommends this week, Lewis? I mean, do you recommend watching the World Series? It's getting better and better.
Ooh, yeah. Last night was better for the team that I pull for, but I Saturday night I know we exchanged texts afterwards. Yeah. That was maybe the most stupefying end to a baseball game I've ever seen. That was fantastic.
We'll probably get
it was awful, and I was very mad about it, but it was also just absolutely wonderful.
Bradford, I know you don't care about sports at all, but this has to be watched. Let me see if I can see ending of games. Was it game 6?
So many dumb things happened. Many people made horrible mistakes.
Was it game 5? Was it game 5?
Yeah. No, it was game 4.
Game 4. Game 4. Okay. Bradford, even as a non-sports fan, I feel like this is worth watching. Let me see.
This is like, it's kind of one of the things that I think is great about baseball is you do sometimes get these like just totally inexplicable sequences, like where it's just like the whole order of the game breaks down in a way that, like, I guess you get it now that in basketball that you have kind of, but there's something like where it's just
See,
like you can spend hours dissecting kind of how this happened.
I just want to find
Ryan. I relinked my pick when you guys said sports. I remembered what it was.
Okay, here it is. This is so worth. Bradford, again, as not a sports fan, this is definitely worth watching. Watch this. Ends the game. World Series.
Oh, yeah. Dodgers are up by 1.
Dodgers up by 1.
Now this is Brandon Phillips. This is his first at bat in this World Series. He has not had a plate appearance in weeks at this point.
So this guy just shows up
over a month.
Well, why'd they put him in?
So he is up. I believe he has 2 strikes on him.
Pinch hitter.
The pinch hitter. I forget who.
2 outs. 2 outs. 2 strikes.
Apparently, Tampa Bay is statistically like in the super outlier on 2 strike hits.
Well, yes.
What? Look at. So Bradford. The game. So this is the bottom. The Dodgers should be going up in this series. 2 outs. 2 strikes. This guy hasn't batted forever. Should be nothing. Watch this.
Jansen. That is into center field. Here comes Kiermaier.
Whoops! Whoops!
Oh shit!
First inexplicably stupid.
Not great, good throw though.
Whoops! Whoops!
The catcher really is to blame for the everything.
So,
there.
2 errors by the Dodgers. But what they don't show, and by the way,
that celebration is out of control.
Little bit much. Little bit much.
Well, and this is they will show it in the replay.
Yeah,
Randy Arozarena, the guy who scored, slid in at the end. As he rounds third, he falls down.
Yes,
he trips over himself and tumbles.
That is so.
Could have been out.
That is so
Will
key.
Smith, the catcher, didn't see that. So that when the ball was thrown to him,
he was
already committed to doing the swipe.
Okay,
He thought it was
Bradford.
Be a close
Look,
play.
so the third base. So the guy.
But he jumped the gun. And,
so the guy who should be running, the guy who
he could have caught it, like made a ham sandwich, and then tagged the guy out.
Right. Arozarena was out.
So
that was
Bradford, the guy who's about to score. If you can see on the left side of your screen, he is currently doing somersaults on the ground over here.
Because he knew he was obviously going to be out. He was trying to stop and run back to third.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the most amazing part, like Lewis is just saying, the catcher's like, well, this guy's a professional athlete. He'll be basically at the base right now. He didn't account for the fact he had currently just done some somersaults. I don't know if there's better footage of him doing somersaults. It's the best. Like, I wish there was more of that. They don't have it. But, like, the fact that he did those somersaults is the most amazing thing.
This, like Gerke said, this is a Wednesday night softball highlight.
Oh,
this is little league bullshit right here.
Oh man!
So here he goes. Yep, whoop, whip, whip, whoop. That guy scores in the next 5 seconds, scores the game-winning game of getting on in a World Series game.
Well, that's an interesting question is, did his tumble distract the catcher?
Right.
Or was the catcher oblivious and just overreacted?
I think he didn't see him. I think he was looking at Muncy, the cutoff man, anticipating the throw.
And the cutoff throw was not bad.
No, it was on target.
Yeah. It was a little bit left, I guess.
Yeah, but certainly playable.
Mm-hmm.
And he just got ahead of himself and was. And then he does the spin move.
I know.
It's like, oh shit, I don't actually have the ball.
Right.
It's like the biggest rule in sports, right, is you make a move before you actually make the catch.
Yeah, but you still got to make the catch.
And by the way, that I know that feeling so many times where I've like, man, I screwed that up. Wait a minute, I'm okay. I guess I'm fine. I guess I just won the game. Such a great moment. Oh man. And I know, like,
and then there's Dave Roberts just being absolutely furious.
Why does he even wear the mask? I mean, what is he doing?
He's so mad.
Yes, COVID.
Everybody just got COVID on that play.
And you're so right. Everyone who made fun of that guy, that guy. By the way, that hit was such a limp hit. And he's like, I did it. I mean, he did, but like, what is that? I mean, God bless him.
They won. They should have. I mean, I know it was ridiculous, but they're celebrating like they won the series, and I knew when I saw that they were going to come out flat, and Clayton Kershaw was going to pitch the next game. I was, like I said in our text thread, I would have bet $1 million that the Dodgers were going to win the next game, and they did.
Yeah, very good stuff. Very happy.
But my recommend is back.
Okay.
I mean, pause if I know you guys are all sports nuts. Stop me if you've heard this one before.
I've heard this before. Dude, this is classic, but this is well worth a deep.
A couple of minutes and go back in time.
This is some polyester blend level quality, by the way.
Yeah, the editing in this video is amazing.
It's a smile.
There's way better videos.
By the way, if you can, we want to thank our sponsors: Smile One, Heating, Cooling, Plumbing. Why don't we have a local? We need like R&R Roofing or something on our show. We need to start selling advertising.
Or Adobe. We could use Adobe.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, we'd love to advertise on your show. How many viewers do you have? 20.
This is just the greatest. You know how baseball does. You know, baseball has such a long season.
The Arab oil embargo against the U.S. is lifted.
The quality in this.
All right, for our
Tim and Eric level.
Don't forget when we edit to pour acid on the VHS double 2-deck thing. We gotta pour acid
Patty
on it.
Hearst was kidnapped by the Symbionese Liberation Army, and President Nixon is forced to resign as a result of the Watergate
Oh my
break-in
God,
and
that's
cut.
such a good point, Clay. It's all worn down. That's why it sounds the way it's like. Okay, watch this again. Every time his friends came over, no, just watch it again.
The year is 1974, and our Indians are
Do you think they picked up that font on DeFont, Bradford?
Yeah, that's
trying to get fans in the seats of Municipal Stadium. Ballpark promotions are the rage, and one of the most infamous 10.
That's me all the time. I got like 7 beers. I don't need to go that way. I just need to get to wherever we can drink these
The
beers.
great thing about this night is it was 10-cent beer night in Cleveland, and it revolutionized the gimmicky nights because they realized, like the bees, you know, when they do like 50-cent beers, like you can't walk away with several crates of like 10-cent beers. They got the guy walking away with a case of 10-cent beers.
This is my guy,
and
man.
it's Cleveland.
This
It's
is
Cleveland in '74. Come on.
This is my guy. He's got his he's got his fun shirt on. He's got as many beers as he can handle. By the way, he's already wasted because his exit plan just ended people. All right, I gotta leave. Wait, shit. That's the way I came in.
He's like, life hack.
I love being that drunk where you're like, all right, my brain remembers I came that way. Nope. I had to go this way.
Took place on June.
Everybody's got the box. They were giving away those like In-N-Out burger
And
boxes.
then, by the way, our guy comes back into the shot.
June 4th,
He comes back.
1974.
I need 50 more, please.
I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, check out these guys. They're like 10-cent beer night.
Oh man, the audio in there.
The video's really
Let me recreate the audio really quickly by doing the Cleveland Indians are finding themselves.
Are we watching the news in the 70s? Oh no, it's just like.
All right, well, let's just get some beer. We just have to make sure our friend right here goes over there.
You can fast
and
forward it.
let
Just some of the shots of 10-cent. I mean, the game. I mean, really
No,
goes sideways.
the 10-cent thing is very good. We just want to make sure we continue on here.
I've heard of 10-cent beer night. Have you heard of the
Disco
disaster, the disco demolition night?
We'll watch that, right? Because that's
was that the Great Disco Sucks?
Yeah.
And I thought it was wonderful.
I like how they got Henry
Enjoying a
Kissinger
rally.
like dissecting 10-cent beer night here.
As I was working for the the Nixon administration, I just had
I was ordering the secret carpet bombing of Cambodia.
I advised
It's like Nixon was resigning. 10-cent beer night was the only thing to distract the public.
I advised.
It was a CIA psych ops operation.
I advised the president that day we should do 10-cent beer night. And
2 runs in the ninth.
Hear the news.
Then with
It's
2
just
outs
like
and the bases loaded, some of the 25,000 faithful try to help the home.
What is?
So this is when like people just start
Sorry,
coming
it's like, what
into
is
the
it?
field.
What is someone? Was there like? Sorry, not.
I've never actually watched the full footage, but I bet that guy with the shirt comes on the field at some point.
Did someone's mom run onto the field to protect
Oh,
their
yeah.
kid?
Home team, a little too much. A couple of guys ran out.
That is absolute pandemonium.
That's what 2020 feels like, but it's like the exact opposite of 2020. We used to be able just to
A
get.
couple of guys ran out there.
It's unbelievable.
right
You know who
fielder-
showed me this video? My
Who?
mother. My
Really?
mother.
God bless
She's
your
like,
mother.
Clayton, you gotta
And
watch
was,
this.
Just animals.
And a couple of fans ran out in the field. And,
A couple?
And one of them grabbed his cap. The girls chased him, and the fans came on the field.
Look at that! Oh my
About-
god! It looks like a soccer pandemonium in Europe.
I've never seen it. I was sitting on the sidelines, and 20 people showed up, and they just lost their minds. I've never seen anything like that. And 30 people were taken to the hospital and had severe head trauma. But that, hell, it was a hell of a
He's
game.
like a couple people walk on the field, and that looks like running of the flipping bulls right there, man.
Oh, it was terrible. And and then
Also, don't forget that this is in like the middle of the Cleveland drought of any championship, right? So like their fans are just like, this is the middle of being like just the pit. I mean, in Cleveland.
Oh, they're like, give me a reason.
Yeah, and like and don't forget, like not too before this, the lake
Erie caught on fire.
Yeah, it was on fire. So it's like, I mean, what do they have?
The Rangers players were out there, and Billy Martin was right in the front of them, you know. And the Indians charged out on the field. They weren't fighting each other as much as they were fighting the fans to protect themselves.
Oh my God!
One of the Rangers players caught in the game, but his efforts are in vain.
Yeah, Cleveland.
So that was basically the night that Cleveland fans ruined 10-cent beer nights for the rest of us forever.
Yeah, I'm looking.
So I consider myself something of a scholar of baseball brawls because they're my favorite
Oh,
thing
dude! Oh
in
my
the
God!
world.
Yes.
The greatest one of all time, though, the unrivaled champion is from 1984. It was between the Braves and the Padres.
Oh.
I believe it was in Atlanta. But at one point, it had several. The fight had several different segments. I think like 9 players in total got ejected. It was, but at one point, fans do get involved, like throwing beers at people in the dugout and fighting, and it's just the greatest.
Oh, I'm gonna watch this whole damn
happened.
thing later on because I'm
One of the interesting things about baseball fights is, in football, it's practically impossible to have a fight, right? Because you're just fighting the whole game. Basketball fighting has been resulted in a basic like a death penalty.
Oh my God, Sean!
Mouse in the Palace, you know.
Yeah.
But baseball, you could still brawl.
Oh, what the hell's going on here?
It just doesn't happen that often.
Wait a minute.
Well, it's kind of historically a way to like for the players to self-regulate, because you do have someone hurling an object that could cause serious harm to the other person, and so the way to sort of keep that from becoming dangerous is to beat the shit out of you.
Dude,
if you hit me.
I mean,
who's the Robert Gerke in the dugout there?
By the way, this guy is ripped. Let's not forget that guy's fucking ripped. Like he has zero
Shirts
body.
off, dude.
I think he might have had his jersey torn off by a fan.
But I miss bald athletes. We don't have bald athletes anymore.
Well, LeBron James is pretty fucking bald.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, I'm not gonna mess.
They
with
have
that guy.
technology to, you know.
I mean, I guess, but like growing out the hair on the side, LeBron doesn't have.
Jeez.
LeBron doesn't have that. By the way, this guy is Sean Astin. This is a doppelganger for Sean Astin. Look at this in 5 seconds. Okay, first of all, get a shirt on or something.
He wants back in. He wants back in.
Yeah.
Oh god, everything about this is so
Dunlop.
great.
Dunlop. There he is, Sean Astin. There he is, Rudy. Rudy's getting escorted off the field. He was about to. He was like, "Fine, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go star in Goonies."
Is he wearing a bra? What's going on there?
No, that's just muscles. And by the way, you guys know this. I mean, hockey has its fair.
When the Rangers went up into the was it the Rangers or the Bruins?
It's in Madison Square Garden, so they're in Madison Square Garden, and the Bruins start to fight the Madison Square Garden fans. The Rangers have nothing. They don't want anything to do with it. It's amazing once they start fighting the fans. This is where
Wait, why are the Rangers fighting the fans?
No.
Sorry, why are the yeah?
Because someone. So right there, someone threw their keys at a Bruins player. And
oh god!
So the Bruins decide to and then this guy starts pounding him, and then the entire Boston Bruins go into the stands of Madison Square Garden.
With sticks.
And McNabb, this guy's he does the color commentary for the Colorado Avalanche now. And then
give me a year on this.
And then Mike Milbury, who just got this is 79. Okay. So Mike Milbury, who just got let go of NBC Sports for being misogynistic on the air, there he is right there. He did in between periods for the NBC up until this bubble season.
Pounding a member of the public
takes his shoe off. Watch this. Takes his shoe off and then starts hitting the guy with his own shoe before the NYPD can restrain him. And there's this great shot.
Jesus
Christ. Watch this. There's a great shot right there. There's the Rangers just watching the Boston Bruins fight their fans. Oh, that's fantastic stuff. All right, people. We're still broadcasting. We will end the broadcast. If you want to jump in and join us on the after show, the Zoom is in the chat. Jump on. Let's do final. Oh, wait, we need to award Husky Boy the show because he's back this week. He's back this week. We missed him last week. This week's Polyester Blend Husky Boy the show, that goes to Clayton Scrivener. Clayton, you are the Husky Boy the show. Notice that our Husky Boy is wearing his own costume this week. He is Little Lord Fauntleroy. He's wearing Little Lord Fauntleroy. Baggy beret, perfect for Polyester Blend, and a wig. Little Lord Fauntleroy. Husky Boy the show goes to Clayton. Clayton, any thoughts on your victory as Husky Boy the show?
It's a very bitter consolation to the battle that I would have liked to win. I mean, I don't mind losing shop, but losing county quiz really hurts. Got to be honest with you. Curse of the Claybino might have to come back.
It is your
program.
It's your own. Now you're experiencing the curse of the Claybino. It's happening to you.
I know
live.
what I'm cooking next week pre-show. I'm going to cook a shrimp meal.
Yes.
Share it.
And I will. Listen, Clay. I've heard. Wow. I've heard the response. I'll make sure that I'm not going to let Ryan just get all the freebies. All right. We all know the question heard around the world. What's on the hat of Forrest Gump was too much of basically just a bribe. I mean, it's not unlike what you give to Jeremy. We should do.
But honestly, let me give you the heartfelt final thought of the show.
Yes.
It is very hard to go on a 9-day backcountry trip and re-enter society under normal circumstances, and to do it during COVID and during this time of, I don't know, being away from the headlines for 9 days was very nice.
Oh, yeah.
So the re-entry back into society was very hard. I definitely grappled with some pretty rough emotional re-entry, and coming on and doing the show was great. So
makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. We all missed you, buddy. We should do final thoughts really quickly. Lewis, you were the last one to enter. Lewis, final thoughts on the show tonight.
I think it was a good one tonight, guys. I think you did it was solid all around.
More insightful than last week.
Very much.
Yeah.
A lot of good ideas, a lot of insight.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Good to have Clayton back.
Thank you.
And that's all I got.
I love it, Lewis. Great job. Always, you're your own side of insightful. It's very quick and brief and minimal.
Here, I'm gonna tube in now, so just let me. There we go.
Wait.
Make sure to mute your mic.
What?
Huh?
Dude.
What? Did I lose my career? What? Huh? Chatmaster Jeremy, the Judge Jeremy, your thoughts on this week's show?
Well, there's this podcast no one's heard of.
All right, thank you very much, Jeremy.
With Open Mike Eagle and Prince Polony. Oh wait, I talked about that.
Jeremy.
But, yes. I would say my final thought is everyone should go vote.
Already did it.
Good for you.
Winning.
If you've already voted, you should listen to the podcast I recommended 5 weeks ago.
Thank you, Jeremy. It's good to have you here as always. Ryan Bradford, final thoughts on the show here tonight.
It's good to be back to full power.
Yes.
Clayton here again. Lots of insight, lots of good ideas. Versus our dry week last year of no ideas and no insight. It was basically just me and Ryan
just getting through.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
Yeah.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
Very happy to have done a spooky show.
Yes.
And
you guys realize that next week will be the night before the election, right?
I will be working the polls.
Oh wait, are you not here next week?
I might be.
Okay.
I probably won't be able to do Shot Bro. Won't have time for Shot Bro.
How about reporting live from the...
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Well, you're definitely not going to have enough time to record a Misfits cover. Jeez.
What are you saying, Lou?
It's true.
I will be in SLC on Monday.
Oh, maybe
if your offer still stands.
Yes, it absolutely. So
the studio.
Yes, Louis, please come in. Louis, do you shop at all? You shop, bro?
No, but I could. That doesn't seem to stop anybody else.
Trust me. You don't need to actually be.
But Louis, maybe you could fill Ryan's spot on you shop, bro, and then and maybe Louis
do it. We could do you paint, bro, and it just has to be done in MS Paint.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Or actual paint. Like you gotta have an actual oil painting.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. And the first
Do you
one to
even paint,
dry.
bro?
Yes, Lewis in Studio B next week. That is fantastic. Your offer completely stands. I will have all the finest carbonated water for you and snacks or whatever you need, COVID free. Hopefully. Well, I don't know. A lot can happen in a week. But yes, Lewis in Studio next week. What a tease. That'll be great. You can see it happen live in front of you, Louis. Can't wait to have you here. Travel safe. Clay, penultimate final thought on the show. I know you talked earlier, but the people want to hear you speak again.
Yeah. I think I did my final thought already, but I
Thank
will
you,
say,
Clay. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, wait,
We will.
I will say one more thing. I really would like to record some Misfits covers.
Yeah. Dude. Yes.
That was the idea that you didn't hear. That we all come with a Misfits cover that we record.
I can't. You guys are musicians. I'd have to just. Jeremy knows.
Yeah, that
Jeremy
does
should
not-
join in.
that
on
is
that.
a
Come on down to the studio, Clayton. We'll wear masks and record
Dude.
some Misfits.
Dude, but
I
if
got
you and
something to
Ryan,
say.
dude, I would seriously love that. I'm not a musician like you guys. I would love to. I want to do that segment, but it would have to come from you two. I'll try to think of my own version. I'll do a video or something. I'll try to think of a video version of that or something. That's where my skills lie. And some would say, are they skills?
My final thought.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna dress up. I'm gonna darken the whole house, board up the windows, and just dress up as Danzig as Elvis.
Yes.
And
Yes.
just sit in the dark.
Just singing a lot of deep cuts that nobody has ever heard of.
That's it.
Thank you. That's fantastic. I'm just going to say, don't come to my house. I'm not going to be giving you candy, but I do wish you to be the safest as possible. The numbers are up at an extremely insane level. And also, it's at the point where if you're like a guy who rides a motorcycle, if you are someone who does something that's maybe a little adventurous and it might end up in a potential injury, guess what? ICU units are not available. So that's what we're talking about, people. If you were in a very intense medical emergency, you might be in the hallway getting treated. That's where we're at because of how we've kind of dealt with the pandemic. Please wear your mask. Please be safe. This is Polyester Blend. We'll be back next week. Lewis in studio. Clay will be with us.
No Don Joe today.
No Don Joe. I did worry that he was going to knock on that, but he gave up on the show a long time ago. We understand and we respect that. This
He
is
put a lot of effort in the early iterations.
And then he was like, where did that go? Oh, we've got some Jeremy. Shit, we forgot to get Jeremy. We got to get to that next week. I'm not going to reveal it now, but what you showed earlier, the other people stealing our ideas, even though we stole it from someone else.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to that. Everybody, I'm going to end the show. Clay, just everyone stay on here. We're going to chat afterwards. If you want to join the Zooms in the YouTube, we will hang out. I'm going to end the show, though. Thank you all for being here. Be safe. We love you. Polyester Blend, your friends, your Husky boys. We'll see you on the other side of hell.
Yeah.